You know, I just realized I don't think the I don't I you know what I just realized?
Did you screw up your own joke that you were like hyping up?
Yeah, hold on.
Before
We need to restart everyone. Give me 1 second. We need to restart the show.
Oh
1
my
second.
God.
Let's get into our Nintendo Switch headlines. Popcorn?
Butter.
That's right. Ready to Start Cast Deluxe is coming to Nintendo Switch. This tactical RPG from Software Studios will have you explore the exciting world of Ready to Start Cast. Play as all your favorite characters like Ryan, Rosa, Seep, and others.
Michael Eisner.
And Michael Eisner. And this new exciting tactical RPG. Ready to Start Cast is coming to Nintendo Switch this fall.
Is that it? Are you
Yeah,
done?
that was the joke. Did you like it?
All right. That's pretty
Shout
awesome.
out to Biebery in chat.
You got-
Biebery?
Yeah.
But that is Biebery from Precure.
Oh.
He has like
she
saying
a
hi
shrimp?
to Biebery to give her like 10 diseases.
Oh my
10
god.
more.
10 diseases.
10 more.
Holy crap. I gotta tell the guys at the climb about this.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting episode
Oh,
of.
come on, you can talk. We're not like formal. Come on, speak up. We have a special guest today.
I was
was
about
Big
to
Shot.
introduce you
Yeah.
to the-
Hi. So hey guys, I wanted to do like a funny little skit before we get started, like to sort of just like introduce this whole idea of my character. It would take like 2 seconds. It's just you
Okay.
know,
Yeah.
just so the character makes sense. Okay.
Okay.
Please tell us.
Whoa. Where is this place I'm in? Who are you three on this spaceship? Where am I?
We're the
Oh.
Startcasters.
Yeah, I'm Ryan. That's Seep, and then the one with the raccoon Tanuki hat is Rosa.
I'm eating cereal.
She's eating cereal.
Cereal. We have cereal on my universe. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. What do you know about the multiverse? And then
Wait.
that's like when the Avengers theme would come in, and like that would be like the trailer.
Da, da, da. And then the Ready to Start Cast 3D logo like spins around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. I like that. That's one of the best things that's ever happened today.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, and the only way I can save my universe from turning into ooey gooey bubblegum is I have to guest star on a podcast because there's no podcast where I come from. You can see the text on
Yeah.
screen.
That's
That's
true.
my
Tell me
backstory. You have to have
there's a
watched the Disney
podcast.
Plus show to get it.
Yeah,
all right,
well,
but-
you also have to watch my show on HBO Max to get it.
Right. Because that's now part of the canon
Mhm.
for it all.
It's
But yeah.
it's the biggest podcast since Endgame.
It's the funniest podcast in America. All right. Well, we better start our. I feel all out of sorts. Can I like tell us?
We should just start over again. I think that would help out.
For the fourth
No.
You
time?
know.
I have like the second monitor I like to use, and it's like not working. I accidentally turned off my Wi-Fi trying to get this monitor to work. Do we have any
Everybody mark your
troubleshooters in
windows
chat?
for technical issues?
What?
Oh,
Oh shoot! Shut up! Shut up! It's a freaking bingo.
We got a couple of those already ready to mark.
We have a freaking bingo card.
Everyone get their bingo charts ready.
Yeah, if you didn't know, there's a bingo. We have like an official bingo chart that I made, for our season 3 trailer. I made it, and it's like it actually works. And I get.
There's been a couple of bingos, like not even like attempting to get bingos.
Yeah,
There's
I don't.
bingo on the
I don't even.
table.
I don't even think about it, and it happens.
Critics and audience.
Ah.
Critics and Bernie Sanders agree. This is the best podcast in May.
in May.
We have not
Brittany-
introduced ourselves. Hi, everyone.
No,
Yeah.
this has been terrible.
That's what the issue was. We weren't introducing ourselves. Let me get comfy.
Right.
Let me turn a fan on. Let me pour myself a glass. You want a glass, Lyle? You want a glass?
A glass of
glass?
what?
Yeah, I'll get you a
Glass of-
glass. Hold on. Oh, one sec. Let me get you a
glass of
glass.
what?
Hi, I'm Ryan Rippety. I'm the kind of the host of this podcast. I'm joined by my co-host Rosa. Want to introduce yourself?
Oh,
All right, that's Rosa. We have a great show here. Seep, our
cancel the show already.
well, she hates us.
She hates us. What happened? I got you a glass, Niall. Here you go.
Thanks, but what's
There you go.
inside of it?
It's fresh from the tap. It's
The tap of
Fine.
what?
of the spaceship, silly.
Oh, okay. So we're still in. Actually has been still the skit from the
No,
beginning.
this is where we actually record our podcast. We got
Right, that
rocketed into
podcast we're
outer
doing?
space. Yes, this is the podcast
Okay.
where it's. I know you're not familiar with the concept, being from the universe with no podcast.
yeah,
Yes.
that's true.
This
There's
is
no
how they
podcast
usually.
where I come from.
This is how they usually go. Is it full of rig juice? Did we introduce ourselves? I forgot.
Well, me and Rosa did. You didn't.
I'm Seep.
That was pretty good.
Thanks. Yeah.
But I guess I should introduce myself.
Yeah, who are you? Yeah, you're an
Because
actual.
nobody knows who the heck I am.
Yeah, you're someone who
That's right.
actually does things.
Yeah,
I
you're
do
like-
occasionally do something.
Probably the second
But,
most successful person we've had.
That's
As in the
so-
second person who is successful.
I don't know
Yeah,
about
so-
that, but I'm sort of, I'm not going to add so much preamble. So I am Niall. I am a 3D animator who works at Rooster Teeth. I work on the show Ruby. Beyond that, where you've probably seen me is I composed the intro music for Looney Duels, which Seep did an amazing animation for. I also did a couple other theme musics for some podcasts that Lou has been on. I'm part of if you don't know me, I'm part of like the Lou franchise. Like if I was in Smash Brothers, like my
Oh,
little
yeah?
icon behind my percentage would be like whatever the Lou franchise is.
It'd be a bear,
Um,
just like a little teddy bear.
Yeah. So that's where I come from. But yeah,
Tell us
Fair
about your
risk.
wife.
my wife.
What? You don't have to do that, Niall. But I
That's-
mean,
yeah.
if the viewer
right?
want to know,
One night, Niall said, "Hey, let me catch my wife," and then he asked his wife, and he can't
did
get her
do
name
that.
right.
She doesn't have a name. She also doesn't exist, and I am not married. But it
Why
was a
not?
funny joke in the moment. Well, that's sort of a complicated question we can't really get into today.
you have a
Um,
husband.
But do I have what?
A husband. Yeah, you work on Ruby. You
Yes,
made
I
Ruby.
do.
You didn't make it.
I
but
did
you
not make
some
the
of it.
show. I am one of many 3D animators who work on the show, and
That means you also work on Death Battle, right? You made.
that is not necessarily true. I have a couple of friends who they do work on Death Battle and have also worked on Ruby. But
We
no,
got
I've
a
been-
Death Battle animator here.
That was really good.
Niall,
Yes,
did you also work on Fairly Odd Parents?
I did
Did
not
you
work
work on Fairly
Odd
Otter?
Parents.
Are you one of the 5 animators?
one of the 5 animators from like countries away who worked on it? No, that is not true.
Now,
I did work on a show called Genlock, which is on
That's on HBO
It's
Max.
yeah, it's like a mecha show where people like download their consciousness to these large mechs and do big fights, and
Oh.
it's great. It's really well made.
I recognize
Um,
this.
Danganronpa.
I only did a couple shots for that one, but that is technically something else I have worked on.
Did you bring any prepared shots to show all of our viewers?
No,
Like I
see,
suggested?
this is what I'm talking about. Is that like I am tangentially related to this very popular show, but like nobody here probably cares about that
Oh,
show.
come on.
No, come on,
No,
come
one
on.
time- one
I'm
We
time-
like-
have Ruby Ruby fans, make some noise.
Now-
Cookies.
That reminded me, I was gonna say, I have a relationship with Ruby that Seep lied to me that something happened that didn't actually happen, which is that Ruby starts eating cookies and goes, cookies!
No, she does.
She does.
Okay, so
First
she does
episode.
do that. That's in our. So there's a side show called Ruby Chibi, which
Okay.
is like sort of a comedy sketch kind of show. That's sort of like non-canon, just for like to tell funny stories.
you
that
made
does
it!
happen in it. I did not work on that. I didn't make any of it. But this is what I'm saying is that like nobody here is like I don't think there's a lot of Ruby fans in here. So it's like I am a somewhat important guest appearance, but not really. I'm not a guest
You're
character
always
in Smash
important.
Ultimate. I'm like a Astral Chain promotional spirit. Like
Oh, come
the
on.
thing that I'm from, but it's not really important.
No, Ruby
on, this
Chibi
like
on
it's-
YouTube. We have the creator of Ruby Chibi on YouTube.
I
here.
am not.
Just going to an interview. I mean,
Now
this is
hold
such
on.
an epic
I'm
franchise.
sorry,
with
but I
all
think
fans.
Chibi Disney is objectively better.
Oh yeah, the Chibi Disney channel. Did you work on that? Chibi, Phineas, and Ferb.
I
Chibi
feel,
at Chibi.
like,
I did.
I
not
feel
work
like
on that.
you two are torturing our guests right now. What I only watch in fear.
What? Niall, come on. Niall is one of my friends.
Steve,
Okay.
like you sound like you're drunk at a bar.
That was so like it was so through the mud there.
Steve, you sound like you're like at a bar drunk.
What? I'm not. Stop saying that. Don't say that. Don't ever say that.
I like this chat comment says, Niall, I worked on this thing. I created this other thing.
I listen. I have been working on the show for a good while. I started in like late 2018, but I am not like I'm one of many. Like as I said, I work with a very very cool team that I care
you
about very much.
created Vincent and Ferb.
I
Milo created Milo Murphy's Law.
So you're like you
Yeah.
work for Warner Brothers. Are you gonna? Can you tell
Yeah.
us who's gonna be in multiverses?
I
Can you
literally
leak that
I
information
knew
and
like
lose
I
your
was
job?
wondering when it was going to come up, and I cannot say anything about.
Would
that.
you
I don't
actually
even-
get in trouble if you like
Well,
talk about?
yes, probably.
that, like,
I mean,
Pickle Rick
listen. I
has
will
been
tell you, I
confirmed?
wouldn't know. I would not know anything about
You wouldn't
that.
know.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, but like if we
I'm-
pretended that you knew, would there be someone who would come after you? Do you think?
Probably. I don't know.
Niall created Rain Dog.
I
Niall
haven't really
created
thought
Rain Dog.
about it.
Can you tell us about
Listen,
Rain Dog? Did you get to meet Rain Dog? Does
Actually,
Rain Dog ever come
yes.
down to Rooster Teeth headquarters?
Rain Dog is from the universe that I'm from.
Really?
Whoa.
Yes. Yeah, that's sort of my backstory. Is I'm best friends with Rain Dog. But you see, in my universe, we don't call him Rain Dog. It's actually pronounced Rhine Dog.
God
I
damn
understand
it.
why you
No,
made that
it's-
mistake, but
This is
it is pronounced Rhine Dog.
now. This is a mad multiverse.
I hate everything.
You ever think about how Pickle Rick like changed society for the best?
Did
In
that
what
happen,
way?
or are you saying that already happened, or is
I'm
it going to
Yeah.
happen?
entertaining that one.
It caused a shift in society for, you know.
Was that pre or post Trump?
I think that was during Trump.
I think
I
was
was
that
talking
like
about,
year
like-
one of Trump?
I want to say it was like year 1 or 2 of Trump.
Okay, it's kind of hard to keep track ever since we. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The shift. It's hard to it's hard to keep track.
Ever since you came into space.
Yeah, it was August 2017. All right. I think that tells you. Oh, okay.
Hey, let's talk about news.
Yeah,
Okay,
you know
hold on.
what?
Let me get my notes. My notes is on my other computer. 1 second.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
okay. You know, I don't want to jinx anything, but I think this might be the best episode of the podcast that has ever happened.
I
And
created Phineas and Ferb.
you did.
So-
And there's so much to talk about too. Like there's so much news. It's like it's going to be jam packed. This whole episode is going to be like
This will
top
be
to bottom,
one
cup
of our-
runneth over.
one of our best episodes ever released.
Hi everybody, John here.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Are ready?
Welcome back.
Yeah, I had like 3 things written down. Forgot nothing happened in the last like 4 weeks.
Well,
A couple things happened within the past couple days.
in the past
that I'm still
24
sort of
hours.
trying to process, but
Well, what happened?
well, let's start with this. What I think you could debatably call like no, not even debatably. I think like with zero doubt in my mind, the biggest news in gaming history happened today. Hugh Neutron and a few other characters we'll talk about in a minute. But we'll start with Hugh Neutron for a second here. Hugh Neutron was announced to be coming to Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl.
Like the G is silent. It just spat everywhere. I need to blow my nose. It's not that funny. It's not that funny.
So what do y'all think of Hugh Neutron joining the
Man, you know, it's so great that he's there. I was worried that they would go with Jimmy just from like pressuring from Nickelodeon to have like the titular character in there, but Hugh Neutron is too good of a get to ignore.
Yeah, he's
Just read in the
too.
chat, huge neutron, and I don't want to think about that. But
He's
but
divorced.
yeah, I think it's going to be fun. I think it's funny that the first shot we get of him in game is on his classic motorcycle, I guess. You know, the thing that everyone associates Hugh Neutron with is his cool motorcycle.
I think the implication that Hugh Neutron's gonna have a Wario motorcycle type move is really funny.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Hugh scared me. I'm sorry.
He looks
jumps.
like a porcelain toy, like a plastic kind of toy.
Yeah, let's talk
Like
about
if-
this render a little bit.
Okay.
Uh,
Like I feel like you could like squish it and like let it like suck up water and then squish out the water.
Oh, I can suck up all kinds of liquids. Sugar booger.
Hey, oh. We should just do the rest of the podcast in the Hugh Neutron voice. I think that'd be good for everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you animated Hugh Neutron, Niall?
No, what? When do you think I would have done that?
I don't
Today.
know. You've probably animated characters that you weren't allowed to.
That's not true.
What?
Listen, I have only animated characters that I'm allowed to.
Really?
Yes, because that's my job.
You haven't like I don't know. I never got the call from Nintendo to make that Mario parody where he like eats mushrooms and hallucinates.
Oh, well, I see what you're saying. Well, no, I mean, no, I haven't. I don't think I have. But
I can draw Mario.
So the thing about this render, I'm gonna make him a bit bigger for a second so the audience can see his details. Just take a Jimmy Neutron characters are very funny.
Make sure you get a close look. Sorry.
Because I feel like whenever they're put into any other 3D thing, like be it a game or whatever, they always never look right. Like they not like bad, but like they don't look like exactly like how they do in the original CG show.
yeah,
There's something about the way they stylize these already CG characters to other CG shows, like things. It's always
Are you
really
saying-
like a texture to his skin here. Like I have no doubt in my mind that this model looks better from like a far distance, like how it is in the game. But the wrinkles on the face and like the skin texture and the color defined on the lips, there's a lot it leaves a lot to be desired.
It's really funny that he's more detailed looking than like the Avatar characters in this game. Let me get like a render of Korra up real fast. Let me put them like next to each other.
Now, do you
You know-
think it?
I
What
realize
is it?
he looks like a stop motion character.
A little bit.
Oh, it's
There's
like
there's a certain like plasticky kind of vibe to him.
Hey,
he's from
Sugar Booger.
Micah.
I'm making up a song about Coraline.
Do you think Jimmy Neutron characters can only be like rendered and they're like, you know, in the classic like shoestring budget kind of way?
Jimmy Neutron characters were very, very specifically designed for like the early 2000s CG animation they were put in. I think that's true.
Because you're right. Like if you look at any like video game Jimmy Neutron's been in, there's always like an uncanniness to it.
Let me get what is it? Globs of Doom Jimmy Neutron.
Oh god, that one's might be like the worst. Yeah, maybe it's like an uncanny thing where we know how they're supposed to look in 3D.
That's part of it, yeah.
Yeah. Stuff to compare it to. There's also like this definition to his eyes that
He's got
isn't
beautiful
really
eyes.
necessary to me.
I think
It's the future of
They are
animation.
very
isn't it?
pretty. I mean, a Hugh. Oh, hi.
this
Hi,
Jimmy
Jimmy.
Oh no.
in Globs of Doom.
There's a couple of choices on this guy, huh?
I feel
Yeah.
I
Looks
think
like he's made of like, well, bubble gum.
I feel like Hugh in Nickelodeon All Star Brawl, it was like a very aged Hugh. Like he looks like Hugh. He's like, it's been 10 years since like the original Jimmy Neutron in this timeline. He's kind of grown a bit older. He's got some wrinkles, as you can see here. His eyes are a bit
Right.
baggy. This is a Hugh who's aged, and he's wiser and smarter now.
You know,
Right.
if I could
Fine.
enter animator mode for a second, I feel
Yeah.
like the pose also has part to do with like why this isn't working for me. Like, because his, you know,
'Cause
Hugh's
you're a
got
real
this big
animator, right?
nose, you know, and you want to see it in his silhouette. So I feel like if you turned his head a little bit, he would look a little bit better. And like, you know, I feel like that'd be a bit more appealing than what we're getting here, where he's like looking you directly in the eye and like facing you. Like his design is
Oh.
definitely meant to be seen like at a 3/4 angle, you know.
I don't know. I kind of like. Yeah, I think it helps gives an intimacy, you know, like looking at you.
What?
No, I get it. It's just kind of a one-on-one with him. Okay, you know,
Yeah.
but beyond the render, beyond what the render looks like,
Yeah, like okay.
let me shrink it back down. I just gotta say, it's hysterical.
Don't put him next to me.
Fine.
Put him
It's,
next to him.
it's hysterical to me that they put Hugh Neutron in this game over like Jimmy.
Fugue Neutron.
Yeah, it's. I think it says it. I think it really says like how like humble this development team is. You know, like
Yeah.
I feel like they understand. They really understand their audience in a way that only like a really small team could. I think.
No, yeah, because Hugh getting into this game was part of kind of like a joke movement, to some
Yeah.
extent. Like his voice actor is like, yeah, get Hugh in the game, and like people are like, all right, yeah, let's do that. So it's kind of just like a meme to like be like, yeah, they should put Hugh in this game, and it's also like just I think a really smart marketing thing because everyone on I've seen so many people like talk about Hugh being in this game my timeline today.
Oh
This was-
yeah, I mean this
was-
is like YouTuber bait, Twitch bait. A lot of people are excited about Hugh to play as Hugh and to buy Hugh. I mean it's like it's the joke is a good like financial decision when you would expect it not to be.
Yeah.
and they know that.
I feel like the depths behind Nick All-Star Brawl. My dog is scratching my door. Let me let her in. I feel like the depths behind this game are really good at being like picking characters to let you know, hey, this isn't the most important defining game in the world. We're having a laugh. We're having fun here. So there's like characters like Hugh and Nigel and like Powder Toastman. Like they do a good job. Like a Smash Bros. Like, you know, it gets treated like the most important thing in the world. Like if your character gets in or not in. With this, it's like Hugh's in this game. We're having a good time here. Everyone smile, have a laugh.
Yeah.
And you know, how do you make like a joke character in a game where there's a lot of like cartoony character because it's Nickelodeon, right? So everybody is funny, everybody's doing wacky stuff, but Hugh is like on another echelon of becoming a joke character, like how Wario was kind of in Brawl and like Wii Fit Trainer was like because they're slightly wackier or stranger than the other competitors. Hugh fits in that way in kind of a unique way. Because everybody's cartoons, everybody's already wacky. So how do you do a
Right.
joke character? You pick this guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was a fun decision.
No, it's really funny. It's a really good like showcase of this dev team and like how aware they are of like their. I think it's a good job. Like also, it makes the game feel very personal too. I think like
Yeah.
I feel like it's good. It's fun feeling like human beings are working on this game. Who are like aware of like people.
Yeah. They look at you and they give you a wink, and it feels just like, I see you. I can actually see you. I know this is humanity at work. You know?
Humanity
Yeah, humanity.
or
Do you think-
humanity.
Hugh Neutron.
Do you think the stage is gonna have Jimmy in the background?
I
So
hope
that there's-
so.
I guess so. They kind of have to, right? That feels like a contractual obligation.
But that'd be funny just as like, I don't know. They're just saying like, we're not gonna add him. He's just gonna be a stage thing.
It needs to have the Donut Boy theme song. That's my only thing I want.
It's
Is
gonna-
the
there's gonna
background
be a
music has to be the
limit,
Donut
but-
Boy theme song.
Hugh. Sorry, I had to let my dog out of my room because she came in to bark at someone who was next to my window.
What?
There's someone like next to my window, like in the yard over, and she wanted to come in so she could bark at them.
Oh.
You might be able to
You're
hear her
so
still
mean.
because now she's in the backyard.
Yeah, I hear a little bit.
I think Hugh will absolutely have a Donut Boy themed attack. He'll use donut projectiles.
He has
Uh-huh.
to.
No, he needs his pies.
Oh, he's gotta have
Gotta
the pie up
pies.
there.
Maybe it'll be like Peach when she throws the turnips. Like each time it's a different thing that he throws. Maybe it's a pie. Maybe it's like a duck or a donut.
It's his son.
you could have like a banana ground attack.
Crabgrass stage hazard.
Like when he sat on a banana.
Yeah, it'll be him like falling on the banana.
And of course, that changed
It's
my
my
life.
life.
That's a really great impression.
I really love the first thing we saw of this character. We said this earlier, it's the motorcycle from the one episode where he was like cool and epic.
Yes. And he's so
Yeah.
angry too. Like his face, like they've really got him like, you know.
He's mugging.
He's mugging.
I mean, he knows he's hot, right?
It's
yeah.
like, it's kind of like we said.
No, Seep's right. Yeah.
I've got to say this about like some of the joke characters in this game. I feel like, you know, with Shaggy and Multiverse, it's just like, it's funny to some extent that it's based off a meme from 3 years ago, but like, I feel like the joke is kind of long past. It's gonna be very weird. This version of Shaggy's in that game, but like with this game, it's like, I think they kind of build upon what's funny about characters already. Like Hugh is naturally a funny character. You don't need to change anything about Hugh to make him funnier.
Yeah.
He's a funnier character than we've ever had.
He's a funnier character than
It's
we've
really
had
the
before.
key to all this. Well,
Yeah. I can't wait to see you on the battlefield. Well, who else got?
Yeah, I was about to say, there were more
we
characters.
just spent like 20 minutes just talking about
To
Hugh
be,
by
to
himself.
be fair, he is the most surreal thing.
He's-
in this
Yes,
ent-
that is true. Jenny looks great though.
I was about to
Oh,
say,
absolutely.
I was gonna put her on screen a second. I just want to talk about Rocco real quick because he's the least to talk about. Because
Rocco.
we saw no gameplay of him, and he's like kind of like, yeah, of course they would add Rocco. I feel like Rocco was like the final like '90s Nicktoon, like the big '90s Nicktoon missing
The
from
final
this.
one. Beaverhead seething right now.
Like,
They're getting angry.
I mean, no offense towards the Angry Beavers, but like, I feel like when they do '90s nostalgia, like merch or like branding, they don't put the Angry Beavers on it.
I saw like Angry Beavers like Funko Pops at a thrift store.
Well, yeah, just because there's Funko Pops and everything.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they had like a section for like Funko Pops.
But yeah,
I
I am excited to see what Rocco does because Rocco's probably my favorite of like the
Hold
older
on.
'90s Nicktoons.
Hold on, wait.
Yeah.
Cow and chicken seething. That's not Nickelodeon. That's
It's not
Cartoon Network
Nickelodeon.
trying to be Nickelodeon.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's unfortunate. That's embarrassing. That's so sad.
Yes, it is
can't believe you said
Nickelodeon.
that.
Okay, whatever. I'm sorry.
Oh, big brother!
No, shut up. Who said that?
No,
Who
you
was
see,
that? What? Huh?
cow and chicken
The heck?
fans will have time to seethe when they
Somebody
don't
else in
get
here.
at the multiverses, and they had Craig of the Creek instead.
Now hold on. Do you think Cow and Chicken fans will be content with like, one of those like stage knockout graphics they
No,
have?
they
I
won't
think
be.
there'll be one.
Cow and chicken fans are ravenous, and they only demand more.
There'll be one. There's got to be one of the red guy like farting, and he goes, "Oh,
I can't wait for the least used knockout animation and
no,
multiverses.
what? Oh,
Oh,
come on. People like the
we've
red
got
guy.
to talk about Jenny. People are begging for us to talk about
yeah.
Jenny.
So I actually had some time to play as Jenny because she came out literally today. I didn't think she was
Oh,
gonna come.
cool.
I didn't think they were gonna drop the character today. So I was surprised when she came out today. So I had a bit of time to play as her. I didn't go online because I'm terrified to play people online in this game because everyone's way better than me. But I think there's been a kind of a consistent thing with the DLC characters in this game when that some of the like kind of base game characters are a bit like wonkier in terms of animation and stuff. Like you can kind of tell they were made on a slightly tighter schedule. But Jenny and Garfield in particular, and Shredder to some extent, are all characters you can tell they got a lot more time to work on.
Yeah, they're really good.
And Garfield's like animated really well. He's like looks great, and that kind of just carries over to Jenny. I think she has some of the best animations in the game. The model looks great. She has a really cool stage. It's like stylized like the show. It's great. They kind of nailed like it's funny because like she kind of has like the single most like obvious moveset. Like she's a robot who has like tons of powers. The moveset potential is endless. But
Sure,
I really like they incorporate also like the teenage girl part of her like personality into her moveset too.
Yeah.
So like she has like a move where like she gets on the floor, so like throwing a temper tantrum, but like she gets huge hammer hands.
Yeah, yeah.
And like her like kind of down tilt, she kind of stomps around the stage angrily. It's really good.
Yeah, Jenny has so much personality, like both in like her animations and just like the
You're an
things
animator,
that she
right?
does for all of her moves. What?
You're an animator.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's a little treat for you. There's animation.
Yeah, the animations are good. I think I think Jenny, the possibility. I think she could have looked a lot worse.
Oh, I mean, like compared to
because
like
she's so graphic, like her design and the show is just it is designed to be looked at from one exact angle, and it's so like flat, and that's kind of the charm of it. Is the art style of the show, and translating that to 3D could not have been easy, but I think they did a really good job with it.
Yeah.
I think
The
I think
posing's really good. Her facial expressions are great. It's all great.
I think the choice to make her face kind of more drawn on was really smart because they can really like do anything they want with her expressions. Like her mouth gets really big when she's happy. Like her eyes can do anything. It's a really like smart animation choice.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's really amazing.
There's like a bonus render of her because they always include 2 renders of them, and I can't find the other one. There's one that like really like gets like kind of the flow and posing down really well of like the 2D. They got like the flow of her design down really well. Like move the render up a bit, like the way her like arms kind of flow look really good in this render, for example.
Oh yeah, it's just one. It's got a it's got a good line of action. It's on the arm and like the body.
Nobody
Yeah.
talks about
Oh.
Steven Universe's funky flow. Can I just say that? Nobody talks about that.
What do you mean?
Nobody talks about it.
What funky flow?
His funky flow.
What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, guys,
See, you don't know. You don't even know what I'm talking about.
What do you
Nobody.
Guys,
Nobody even knows.
I literally don't know what you're talking about.
You literally don't.
No.
Like how many people have no idea what I'm talking about? This was in Steven Universe.
What-
when was this? Like, where in the show is this? What are you talking about?
It's like in when they were promoting the show. No, I'm not making that up. His funky
thank
flow.
you, Nintendo.
It's in the first episode with
Oh,
Connie.
I see
There.
it. Yeah.
Oh,
Funky
okay.
flow.
Okay, there it is.
Cheeseburger backpack.
My cheeseburger backpack. My together backpack.
So I wanted to say some more things about Jenny.
Yes, please do. There's so much to talk about this.
No,
week. There's so much.
Her moveset's really fun. I got a lot of time to like kind of try it out. It flows into each
Same.
other really well.
Oh, absolutely. You could put someone to a stone lock with just like the neutrals.
She's got the best thing a fighting game character like in a platform fighter can have, which is making a really big object and then swinging it. She's got like a lot of those. She's like big claw swing.
Yeah, she looks really fun. I watched like the breakdown of her moves.
Oh, I always love those breakdowns.
It's great. The presentation of those is really great. The guy that they get, he really gives it his all.
Yeah, that's the rep for the game. If you've seen anything of this game on Twitter, like anyone posts, it's usually him. He's the guy who does it. One of her moves is called.
Still realizing we didn't really explain the intro bit we did about the Nintendo Direct and like why that was important.
Don't worry about it.
Sure.
You don't need to do that.
I wanted to say also one of her moves is called Rocket Power, which is funny to me.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Rocket Power deconfirmed. Nobody from Rocket
Hell
Power.
yeah.
That's
No,
it.
not a
Oh,
single person.
reference.
All 4
We're not getting
Rocket
Tito and Squid. We're not getting the other ones.
all 4 Rocket Power fans seething right now.
Yeah.
No. Which one did they add? They had Leela, Reggie, the purple girl.
I don't know.
I feel like with this game's track record, it'd be Tito.
Or Squid.
Okay.
It'd be Tito or Squid, yeah.
Would it be added auto, but like for some reason his moves are like really messed up. Like his down special is like him letting Squid fall from a cliff.
You're
What?
obsessed with that image.
Squid falling off a cliff.
Yeah, you ever seen like that one comic where it's like, Squid, grab my hand. And it's like, Willy, Willy, Willy. And he lets him fall.
Oh, I know what you're talking
Falls
about.
to his death. It's crazy
Yeah.
that Squid wasn't on the show anymore after that.
Yeah.
So in the background of the stage, you can see Jenny's mom and also Tuck. And the Tuck model was very. Let me get an image of the Squid real quick.
Squid James. I'm just real. That should be like a new like Cinemassacre show.
You're
Squid
awful.
James. That's
so-
funny. That's actually funny.
So
That's actually funny. Come on.
Tuck is
You
only.
have to say that's funny. Say it's funny.
I
funny.
don't know, Steve. I don't know if it was.
You don't know? What do you mean?
I don't know. I'm
Squid
still
James?
thinking about it.
That would be hilarious.
So Tuck
Hey, what's
is
up on
only.
Squid James?
Watch CP
Tuck,
players.
I'm trying
he
to
has
talk
like a
about the
normal
little
voice.
child from My Life as a Teenage Robot.
They added Tuck.
Tuck is in the background of the stage. He's like
Play
flying
as
around.
Tuck.
He's like flying around a rocket, and you only see him in the background and from a certain angle. So they designed his. I can't say.
In this
It
new
looks like
platform
Astro
fight.
Boy.
I'm flying on a rocket!
Jenny, help! Help me, Jenny!
Oh my god.
I'm ending it there. Just look at this model.
I'm sorry, Ryan. It's just we got
Jenny,
into
you
the
gotta
funky
save
flow.
Tuck. He's flying on a rocket.
He's not in this game.
Whoa!
Miss
Brad?
Wake, yeah,
What's
Miss.
that his name?
Yeah, Brad's not in this.
Okay,
Miss
Brad.
Wake,
I
Miss,
almost embarrassed myself there.
Miss Wakeman and Tucker are in this game.
They didn't
Those
add
are the ones
Sheldon?
you keep.
Yeah. No, Sheldon's on the background.
Best character.
What about the silver shell?
Nope. It's Jenny. It's
Silverstein.
Good.
it's Tuck, Miss Wakeman,
That was a
and
good reference.
one of the giant robots
Armageddon.
from the show whose name is slipping me. He like kind of attacks the
Armageddon.
city. Armageddon.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's them, which is fun. It's cool. It's cool. It's fun. Like I don't know. It's always I like when stages have like background cameos like that. Like it's like all these characters will be playable, but like here's Miss Wakeman in the background. You know, people like that character. It's
I
fun.
think that's really charming, and
Yeah.
it makes sense because you're going to this character's world. Of course, these other important characters are going to be there in the fight, watching in some way or like participating with the stage. So
I do have a theory about this game. They teased voice acting a while back for this game because that's one of the big things people know about this game is that it lacks voice acting. And they teased it a while back, and one of the big reasons Mr. Neutron got in is because his voice actor kept kind of like pushing for it. So I think when Hugh comes to this game, that's when they're gonna add the voice acting. There'll be a trailer of him like,
oh, absolutely.
let me speak up real quick, sugar booger.
You better put me in the game.
If I'm
I'm
in,
not kidding.
I'll kill you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ah.
Anyway, let's
Let's-
talk about the kind of like chance of like Pinky Malinky getting in for 30 minutes. What do you guys think about Pinky
yeah.
Malinky getting in?
You know, I don't know. Did Pinky Malinky even make it to the actual Nickelodeon channel?
No, it went to Netflix immediately.
So like you know, I'm not so sure. I don't think Pinky carries that Nickelodeon legacy.
Yeah,
but
you know,
I'm happy to be proven wrong. I'm
You know,
very
yeah,
happy to be proven
I'm
wrong.
like
I'll
raising my
cream
hand
if I could get
as if
you.
to ask a question.
Oh yes,
Like
yes,
I'm raising my hand.
yes, you.
Yes. Hi. What is Pinky Malinky?
You don't know Pinky?
You don't know?
I don't. No.
Wow,
I'm
aren't you an
completely in the
animator?
dark.
Are you from the
No.
universe with no Pinky Malinky?
Well, you know, it that's not like the primary thing that people talk about with my universe, but yeah, and there is also no Pinky Malinky, and there is also no Tuck. He's not there either.
He's
I'm
dead.
not
So
there.
I was surprised when you put him on screen.
You screamed and said, "What
Yeah, I
is
was like,
that?
"Whoa.
What is that? I've never
Oh.
seen that.
Oh,
That's not from my universe."
yeah.
The-
But what is Pinky Malinky?
It's a
It's
cartoon about.
Gumball
It's
for
a.
idiots. Whoa! Hey,
What the hell was that?
What
God
is
damn
going
it.
on?
I didn't say that. Who said
It
that?
was?
Who is saying that?
I don't know.
Guys,
What?
I'm
Like a
kind of
freaking
freaking out. I think
imposter
there's
here.
somebody else on this ship.
There's someone else on this ship. We need to talk about this. Like, guys, one of us is not telling the truth.
Moo. Ding 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 ding.
I feel like the thing about Pinky and Malinky is if they're gonna add one of those Nick shows they banished to Netflix, it'll probably be Glitch Tex.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that makes
That
sense.
one
That was
had
pretty popular,
viewers.
right?
It's pretty
Yeah.
popular, yeah.
Made by Family Chum Chums.
Oh, that
And
speaking of, they got to add Book to this game.
you think Boog's gonna? I think Boog will be it. I think Boog's his way to Nick All-Star Brawl,
Look, hey, looks like people are getting bopped in this game.
and they can bring back John Travolta to play the role.
Its trailer will be like Lincoln Loud, like sitting there like little dweeb as he is, that he like picks him up and starts like slamming him, like bop, 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 bop.
You know, Lincoln Loud. His birthday's coming up. His 12th birthday. Did you hear about this? I know. It's not. They're putting it all over Nickelodeon. Jesus Christ, calm down.
Ryan, are
Is
you
it like
kidding?
Ryan,
in
are
the
you
show
okay?
he's turning 12?
Yeah, he is. He's turning
Whoa.
12. It's his
That's
12th
actually a
birthday.
pretty big deal.
Yeah, I know. It's a pretty big day for the little guy. You know,
Yeah.
we've ragged on him a few
It's his-
times, but I have to say, I'm pretty glad that he made
It's
it.
his 12th and last birthday.
I mean, that's what people are saying. We'll see.
I
You know.
I really like Lincoln Loud and Nicktoons All Star Brawl because he's like the most in character thing is that he's the most like forgettable character in the game. He's not popular with any of the like the 30-year-olds playing this game or like me. He's not like competitively interesting in this game's like kind of small competitive scene. He's nothing. Lincoln Loud is in this game because Nick asked them to put him in.
Yeah, he sees his like even his sister is like, he's like happy for Lucy. He's like, I wish I could get all the glory. And then he goes outside of the restaurant, and then he starts singing his song.
Can you sing it for me?
Would it be so awesome?
It would be so cool.
It'd be the most incredible Lighthouse movie.
Sorry. When are they adding the agent?
Don't apologize. That was pretty good.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I worked on it.
Yeah.
Did you work on that movie?
I didn't know. Okay, I did not work on Teen
There was some
Titans Go
CGI in
movie.
that. No, the Loud House movie. Sorry.
Oh,
I should have clarified.
no. Well, that's even the worst suggestion because that's not even Warner Brothers. No, I did not work on that.
I was gonna say related to like the idea of like the X is getting in. I think part of what's cool about My Life as a Teenage Robot like being in a game like this, getting like fan service and stuff is like I feel like Nick has a very specific catalog of shows they like allow to like reference like merch and stuff, and like I don't think My Life as a Teenage Robot is often very high on that list. So it's cool like as a fan of the show, getting some like stuff like oh I know this stuff. It's fun.
Yeah.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
If Teen Nick has that whole like nostalgia block,
Yeah.
if they're actually appealing to teenagers, they would probably be showing like the Loud House. Like that's like teenagers now probably watch the Loud House. No, they didn't. They were watching Minecraft Let's Plays. So I guess
They could show them Look Loud playing Minecraft.
Wow, Lucy, look at my Minecraft skin. It's a dream. I watch him on YouTube.
Like murdered.
Okay. What else is on Nickelodeon in like 2010? I couldn't
Nothing.
think of anything other than the Loud House. Yeah, there's like nothing.
There-
That's true.
About 47 shows that had one season and they canceled it.
But like the middlemost post.
Yeah.
No, that's the one that's airing right now, isn't it? What am I thinking of? It's not Ollie's Pack. It's the freaking Wayside Mansion. It's not Wayside.
I
It's
know.
the Mansion.
Wait
show.
for it.
It's
like
the Gravity Falls for
Wait for-
idiots. I'm kidding.
What? What?
What a thing to say.
I'm kidding. I said I was kidding. I said I was kidding. They
Yeah,
they'd
okay.
show Sanjay and
Alright.
Craig. That's what they would show.
Oh, do you think
On Teen
Sanjay and
Nick
Craig will get
nostalgia.
into this game? They're like, Sanjay
Us-
and Craig, the stuff they get into is insane.
I would rather see them in the hospital than in this game.
Someone said Mr. Meaty. I agree.
Sorry, that was a joke.
I'm the
I
Mr.
hope
Meaty
Cosmo
trailer.
gets hit by a truck.
I can imagine the Mr. Meaty trailer perfectly. Oh God, squeakers! It's like a pan shot.
Yeah.
I shot the grill. Come on down to Mr. Meaty. Or friends get to eat meat, and then he does an attack right when it says meat.
You know, you
Yeah.
talk
yeah.
about
Which
like,
one of them though?
The ugly one.
Yeah,
Oh,
put in
okay.
the well, they're both I'm gonna be honest, they're both kind of ugly.
Exactly.
So put in the tapeworm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Put in the tapeworm. Where they gotta put life with Loopy, the goop creature from Life with Loopy. What was it called? The goop episode. Someone in this chat has to know what I'm talking about.
Okay,
Niall, do you know?
I have no idea what you're saying.
You don't know what Loopy. It's called like Life with Loopy, I'm pretty sure. Or like
One
Loopy's
Piece?
World. Loopy! She's Loopy.
Hey,
And
can,
she-
I,
Life with Loopy?
Yes!
can I be honest with you all? I feel
Yeah,
like
sure.
I feel like if they're gonna put a tough puppy character in this game, it's gonna be the cat, not Dudley.
Yeah, Dudley-
probably. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Dudley, but you're just a
Well, that's
plain
like
old
the thing
mutt.
in the show, right? Is that like she's like actually like good at her job, and then he's just
Yeah,
like,
well,
a
it's
dog,
the
and,
trope
like-
of like the like Dudley Puppy's the chosen one, right?
okay.
And so she would be the Trinity or the tigress, you know?
Uh-huh.
She's the tigress from Kung Fu Panda of Tough Puppy.
I think they should add movie Sonic because of the tie-ins with Paramount. And
You're right.
And
Yes.
he should have a better
That
move.
would be pretty cool.
He would have a better moveset in this than he does in Smash probably.
Actually,
Yeah, he would.
you know what I think could actually be crazy for them,
Yeah.
lucrative, if they added Knuckles. I
Ooh.
think that would actually
Ooh, okay.
that would like attract people. Because
Yeah.
Knuckles isn't even in Smash Brothers as a playable
No,
character.
he's not, because they're insane and won't add a second Sonic character for some reason.
We could have like a fake Idris Elba voice too,
Hmm.
if they have voice acting by that
Get the
point.
guy from Sing, the Johnny's dad. Get that guy.
How do I end up with a son like you?
That's my
Yeah.
son.
Yeah.
That's my son up there. I like him.
I get the sense Rosa really wants to put this image she just set on
That's
screen.
okay. Go ahead and put it in. I've been seeing it a couple times. I understand. You can put it on screen.
Yeah, so to kind of wrap up the Nick All-Star Brawl conversation,
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of this game. It's kind of just like indie feel to it. It feels like a game being made by a small little team having a laugh. I'm really excited
Yeah.
to see where it goes. I think voice acting will be like kind of the last thing this game really needs to like kind of wrap a bow on like any like minor problems I have with it.
I'll check it out then.
I know they're working on like on items and stuff for the game too. So like the game's kind of like getting all the and that stuff will all be free. The only thing that's gonna be paid is like the characters. But like stuff like voice acting and and items will be free, which is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, just put him over there.
I've accidentally moved the chat to my second monitor, which is not turning on. Can anyone help me? Are there any glitch gremlins who can hop
Is
into
it
my?
plugged in?
It's plugged in. It's like connected, but it's just not displaying. I don't know what's
the channel.
the channel. Oh, well, it's not. It's not even. It's not like turn. It's like turned off. The turn on button doesn't do anything, but it's on.
We better
'Cause it's
call
plugged
it
in.
the glitch techs.
Yeah. Will they be able to help me?
Yeah.
Do they help people like
I
that?
don't know. I haven't seen the show. Maybe.
This is their
I don't even know what
announcement
they
trailer.
do.
Oh, hold on. Let me just unplug the HDMI cable. There, that fixed it.
Speaking
I
of, we
should've
didn't
done that.
mention that
Okay.
Rocco is coming in.
Oh, we mentioned it. We mentioned it very briefly.
Oh,
Yeah. I
you
mean,
didn't
what?
you didn't put his render. You know,
Yeah,
I
but
it in
put the
chat.
render
put
of
my
Rocco on
render on
screen because I
screen.
also think it's pretty good.
Yeah, you know, I put it. Yeah, you know,
You think
I
my render's pretty good?
yeah, I got us like a transparent Rocco about Luffy.
That's literally all I know about Rocco is that he sounds like that. I even watched like the recent like movie that they made and it was great, but that all I remember is that Rocco sounds like this.
Oh, hello, it's me. I'm not wearing a shirt.
What?
Yeah, see, look at this render. It's really good. I think the posing is great. I think
It's a really great line of
I-
action here.
yeah. Like the curvature of his spine into his head, and like it would be nice to get like the arm silhouette out there.
Yeah, that
but,
would be so awesome. Like that
yeah,
would.
it
that
would be
actually
so
cool.
awesome.
It would be so cool.
Sorry.
I figured we talk about this really briefly because it's kind of related to what we just talked about. But there's nothing like really new to say about it. There is they released the first news for multiverses in 700 years that isn't a behind the scenes thing that would get leaked anyway. That's that they're doing a public alpha like demo for this game starting next week.
We'll also get data mined.
That will also get data mined anyway
Probably.
too. But this one has no NDA attached to it, so people could talk about it and stream it.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
I feel like part of the reason there was such a frenzy about that game getting data mined is because they put like a really strict NDA on it, and they were also announcing no news whatsoever for it. So I think people kind of got frantic. Unfortunately,
Maybe they wanted people to get frantic. Who
Maybe.
knows? That'd be an interesting tactic. But yeah, we got to see Shaggy, Tom and Jerry, and two other people in action.
I think it was a Superman and Wonder
in
Woman.
Wonder
right?
Woman.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those
Now-
iconic characters.
I will say they're gonna beef it really hard if I don't get invited to the alpha demo because I don't know if you know this about me, Ryan Rivity. I'm kind of the most knowledgeable person on the planet about Rain Dog, and they're
Why?
gonna
Right.
because
It is Rhine Dog, but yeah, keep going.
Well, that's you're in our universe right now. Please.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
You
You,
don't.
know what?
You don't wear
that's,
shoes in
you know,
someone else's house.
That's true. I should adjust to the culture here. It is Rain Dog, but
Yeah.
just
What is your competition? Hold on, the Rain Dog fandom is fierce, so just get that straight.
Yeah.
But
we're
I'm-
not all. They're not just all floofy boofers. You know.
but I'm I'm kind of, as you would say, the top dog in the Rain Dog fandom, and I know the most about him. So I consider my presence in this demo mission critical. And if I'm not in, this game's fucked. They need to let me in. They need to make sure I'm in, like pointing out, like, okay, guys, this is an actor's character. You gotta tweak this animation a bit because he wouldn't do that. They need me in.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
You're the expert.
Yeah.
I think Warner Brothers knows that. They'll get you on. They'll get you on the team.
Yeah, I'm really
sure.
hoping.
So are you working on multiverses? Did you say if you have, Niall? Because you work for Rooster
No,
Teeth.
I have no ties to multiverses at all. The only thing is that Rooster Teeth is owned by Warner Brothers in some way. Warner Brothers Discovery, which just that merger just went through.
Oh wait, yeah. So the MythBusters for multiverses. Let's see it happen.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Oh,
That's all I really have to say about that. There's another one coming.
I like Shaggy has a move where he like does the Scooby-Doo run in midair, and it makes the little sound.
Oh
Yeah, I saw that.
cute.
I think the animations in that game are really good too. I haven't, I'm just gonna talk about animation this whole time, I guess. But
It's
I think-
animation.
I don't know if the
Domination.
animation in Smash is as good as what I was seeing in Multiverses. I would say.
Really?
I think there's a lot of appeal to it. I don't know how functional it is because I don't have the controller in my hands, and like if I hit the button and then Shaggy like goes like, well, here I go to do my move, and it looks really nice, but it doesn't feel good, then that's going to be like different. But because Smash is good about that, when you hit the button, like everything happens when it's supposed to happen, even if it's
That's
like
true.
sacrificing the physics of it. But I did not make the animation for Shaggy.
You did?
I did not.
Wow.
I did not. That I have not. I have
Wow.
not touched that game in any sort of way. I haven't even played it.
Oh, you're just hiding your tail for when they
It's
add Ruby
not.
Rose
That's not
to
true.
multiverses. Do you think that's gonna happen? I mean, just
I
you know,
literally
wink,
can't
wink.
say anything about it.
Stop trying to get Niall in trouble.
You're right. You know what? I know the right question to ask Niall.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Are they gonna add Luigi?
Yeah.
I wanted to say one thing about
You
this
just
game.
couldn't hold it in. You're gonna lose your job over that. Was it worth
Yeah.
it?
That's.
I just want to say one thing about this game before we move on. They revealed Velma for this game like a month ago and didn't show any footage or a render of her, even though both of those exist.
They're probably not. Do you think they're even finished? Like there might. Do you think there's some things where they're like, we don't actually want to show this yet, but like,
Oh yeah, 100%. Because
Gosh darn it.
Oh yeah.
I think the only reason Velma was even revealed is because she got leaked really badly. But it's funny because she has a render finish. Like they could easily put her like her render on the site, but like she's not even like in the character lineup on the site right now.
yeah, she's kind of like undercover. They're gonna do like a second. That was like a soft reveal. They're gonna do a second reveal for all the noobs, right?
Mhm.
Of course.
Yeah. But yeah,
I don't know if I need to specify this. Luigi is not coming to the game. That was.
Oh come on, Niall.
I'm just
Come
saying.
on.
I'm just saying that it was a joke for legal purposes. So.
Like,
um,
oh, you're so professional, Niall. You're so professional.
I guess. I don't know.
I should get you to talk with Spencer Rothfell. You
I-
two
yeah,
professional
sure.
industry workers.
Yeah. We'll have a lot to talk about. Me and him,
Yeah. I mean, you both work for Warner Brothers Discovery in some level.
in some way, sure.
I mean, you both have. I don't know if Spencer is anymore, but
Well.
I don't know if he has. I hope he has a job. You know, it's a rough industry out there. Ever since Clarence
it
got.
Luigi and Fortnite.
Oh, I'm in Fortnite. Yeah. They should put Illumination Luigi. What is that?
What am
What is
I
that?
hearing right now?
Rosa?
They're coming for Niall.
Who is this?
It's the
They're
legal
coming for Niall.
Eagles. Oh.
They're coming for Niall.
What?
I'll hide under this thingy, this thing that I have. Hide under it.
Under this Niall
Wait,
shaped
which
blanket
thing?
I
This
have.
thing or this thing?
The one right here. This.
Oh, that one? Okay.
I gotta make sure it's clear what's happening for
Okay,
our
I'm hiding.
audio listeners. Why is
Are they
Scott
gone?
the Waz's Niles familiar?
Yeah.
Scott. Yeah, I think you're good.
You know, you call it a multiverse.
Is he? What is he? What is this picture of? This is like Okay.
Picture of
it's like-
Scott the Woz.
Yeah.
I'm real. This is what is it like supposed to be? It's like you. Is
Well,
this
you see,
Niall?
really the only instruction I have given Ryan about how to draw this character of mine is don't make me look like Scott the Woz, because I don't think I wanted that. And it ended up where that is my familiar is Scott the Woz in my outfit next to me. So,
Do you think we could bag him on this show? What would he talk
Who?
about?
wait,
Scott,
we can what him on the show?
bag him. I don't know, like get him. That's am I using that right?
Yes,
No,
you are.
that's
I'm
like
sorry. I thought you said something different. I'm sorry.
Oh
I
my
thought
God.
no, that's what you say if you're like kidnapping someone.
Yeah, I mean, same thing, really.
Hey, are
I
we ever
guess-
are we ever getting to the next news topic?
Sorry,
I don't know.
I'm
We're an
sorry,
hour in, and
this
we've
is-
talked about one thing.
We're not. We're oh my God, we're an hour in.
We
Yes.
talked about Hugh Neutron for like
Like
30
I said,
minutes.
this is the best episode of the podcast of all time. It is
Yeah.
like there's so much to talk about, and
It's
we're
so
only
dense.
just getting started.
Every screen has so much going on.
Right.
Let's talk about
There's Mario.
Mario?
Yeah, look, there's Mario. He's kissing someone's dad.
Oh, how cute.
There he is.
He's kissing
what?
Fox's dad.
I wanted to
You don't
say
see him, Seep? He's over there. Like look behind that those wires over there.
Oh, didn't we open up the airlock and kick all the Marios out?
why are you all
That's
No,
doing
major-
a visual bit right now?
What? that's just what's happening right
Adds
now.
to the
I'm sorry.
audioscape.
Jesus.
Listen, only
Ryan?
one Mario stayed, and he became a doctor. You know, and then he met this guy. You know, he had like just like 3 kids. You know,
Hey
okay,
everyone.
when it was into tennis, it's like okay.
Hey everyone. Did you
Yeah.
all see the trailer for Mob Psycho season 3?
I did
Yes.
see that.
I saw it, but I didn't watch it.
Ooh, you are like that. You don't like watching trailers and stuff. Like you like to be
Yeah.
surprised.
Yeah, Seep's like that.
Oh yeah, what?
Yeah.
I guess I don't know.
Yeah, Seep doesn't watch anything.
No, I was just
Yeah.
Seep likes
I
seems-
never noticed.
No, I just would Seep like something he doesn't tend to like watch a lot of the trailers for. He did that with Kirby too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I did do that.
Yeah, Seep.
I I'm putting words into my
Sheep. Wow. Looks
No,
like
but
you're not
the
watching
trailer's
this
really
trailer.
good. I
Yeah. That's one of my favorite anime. I don't watch a lot of Japanese things. That's so weird. I'm sorry, I don't watch a lot of anime.
Yeah,
What the
Seep
heck?
Doesn't watch a lot of animation at
Yeah.
all.
I didn't want to just say like anime because it's just like, but I like watch a lot of cartoon. I don't watch a lot of Japanese anime, like, My Hero Academia, or, what's the new like boob cartoon where there's like a girl that this guy likes?
No, there are so many.
What's the newest? Kobe Can't Communicate. I actually
Sure,
did watch one
okay,
episode,
yeah.
but I don't. But Mob Psycho 100 is one of the anime that I've watched, and
Yes,
it's one of the
it's
coolest.
very well made. I
Yeah.
watched the second season recently, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think there's a lot of good stuff in that show. I don't know. I see. I don't really have too much to say. Like the trailer looks good. I am excited for what I'm seeing. People are saying that it's maybe the last one. Like it's supposed to finish off.
From what I
the
can gather,
series?
Mob Psycho is kind of split into 3 arcs. There's like the first one which we've got, and then the second one which we've got, and now there's this last third one.
Yeah, there's this third one where they get the music box and they get
Okay.
transported to the
All
human
right.
world.
No, don't
And
say
then-
spoilers. I don't know if that's real or not.
She was describing
Alright.
Amphibia. I promise
Oh,
you.
I see.
Um,
I see.
Yeah, I spoiled something else for you.
There is technically a spin-off manga they could probably
Yeah.
do one extra season of like Reagan and Tome, the character of her. If they wanted to like do one more season of this show, they could probably do that. But this is a show this is a series that like tells the story it wants to and it doesn't overstay its welcome.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's really nice. I'm looking forward to it. It's
No,
visually stunning.
I can't wait
It
for
is
them
pretty
to
good
like.
looking.
I can't wait for them to animate the scene where like, Mom just act Reagan in the bus. Like, why does Katsu call you baby girl?
What? Can you put this image on the screen?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
could you,
will.
talking about
could you
Mom.
put that on screen?
I think
What you
Reagan, I think Reagan and Hot Pop could find love.
Well,
No.
I've never been one to fall in love with a human before.
Are you
no, that's not
saying that
good.
like you think you're saying telling me that you You telling me that Reagan likes guilt?
I'm sorry, I'm still just laughing at Mob Carl Pilkington a little bit.
I think he should. I've never watched. I don't know what the English dub sounds like, but I
Of the
think he
Ricky
should be
Gervais
voiced.
show?
No, of Mob
It's
Psycho,
called The
but
Office US. Thank you very much.
yeah. I think that Mob would be voiced by Carl Pilkington. I haven't watched the show to confirm that, but I assume that's the case.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I don't have much else to add too. It's just Mob Psycho is one of the few animes that I like actually watch, like that's airing right now. Because I don't want to get into it, but I am a little picky about the anime I watch now because
Oh, sure. Him too.
I have certain limits about like. Here's the thing: I can handle like blood and gore and really serious topics, but like when you get into stuff that's like sexualizing like 14-year-olds, like I'm not into that. But like I can handle like dark themes and gore and shit. Like I don't have literally zero problems with that. That's kind of my limit. So I am, which is a kind of a problem with anime because that is unfortunately a very common thing with a lot of anime.
What? You don't like the booby cartoons where like
I don't.
I'm just an average middle schooler. I don't have any friends.
Oh my god!
You kind of
Guess
went
what,
into Hot Pop
everybody?
there.
Breaking news! Breaking news!
what?
Osomatsu-san is also getting another movie.
This is my movie, my Osomatsu movie. It's all about me. Yeah, it's all about...
Can everyone type -2 in chat right now?
Oh,
Shane.
that impacts
you don't
the
gotta
whole
do that.
show. That's gonna bring
we
all
need
of our
so
ratings
much
down.
support. It's going so great, and but no, we don't need the -2s. That's okay.
Man, they're gonna -2 us.
It would be so awful.
Oh yeah.
That's a lot.
Oh yeah, I heard a Dress Up Darling. I heard that's like people were saying it's the most wholesome thing ever, and then someone who's like actually watches it, they're like, no.
It's the
No.
wholesomest anime of the year.
I think about how like that's all because like people are like so much been so. What's the funniest way to say it? I don't want to use degenerate.
Oh my god.
No, they sensitize
pathetic?
like every. You know what? Maybe. Wholesome chunga Keanu Reeves Dress Up Darling.
What is Dress Up Darling about?
Like,
Can
let's
we
talk
talk
about
about
any-
it?
Let's talk about anything else.
Yeah.
I'm curious. I love
well,
this world.
let's just
I love
wrap up
everything
Mob
in it.
Psycho. It looks
Yeah.
good. I'm excited for
yeah.
the season.
This
I,
show has yet to like kind of let me down in terms of like
Yeah.
satisfying character arcs
Honestly,
and
yeah.
stories.
I think Mob should meet Kirby.
You think so?
You know what
I
I'm
think so,
saying?
too.
You know what I'm saying? Like, think about
Well, you
that.
know, they could put Mob Psycho in multiverses. He is technically Warner Brothers owned.
Yo, dude!
They're gonna
I
do.
don't know if they would.
They're gonna
but-
do a co-reveal of Mob from Mob Psycho and Kanamori from Izukian. They're gonna be in the game at the same time.
Yeah.
dual reveal.
Yes. A beast from the east. Sorry.
Fuck!
That's like what the trailer would be called.
Can we all -2 Seep again?
No! Stop
I want to
that!
see maybe even a couple -3s.
No. Come on.
Not too many though. Not too many. If everybody puts in a -3, it's not going to work. It has to be a couple.
What are we watching? Kaguya-sama? What is that? Is that the Ghibli movie?
I found it.
What is it? What'd you find? What? What is
Oh
there?
yes. We need to put this on screen.
Oh yeah, this is.
I love how the manga looks. I love how it looks.
I do love how the manga for Mob Psycho looks because it's so like just rough and raw, but like you get so much like emotion across.
Yes.
Exactly.
It's kind of this is an insane thing to compare it to, but it's kind of got that same energy Tails Gets Trolled kind of has.
Yeah. You're right. It's the thing.
Yeah.
When is Rosa gonna force Steve to watch Precure? Now, why am I the one to force Steve?
Yeah. Well,
I'm not
It
gonna
would be,
do it.
wouldn't it? Yeah. Like who else would?
Yeah.
Like
I don't know.
logically, think about that.
I guess I'll show Steve Smile Precure.
Thanks for all the
Yeah,
first time chat members who typed -2, by the way.
Yeah. That, you guys really like pulled that out. It looks nice. There's a
They
good mix
seriously
there.
used their first. This was like their moment that they felt they had to contribute. That's really
Yeah.
upsetting. You're all so mean to me. I'm not going to be on the show next week.
What?
I'm sorry. I'm not going to be here. If you don't like everything I say,
That's not.
then I guess I don't have anything to say.
see, no, that's not true.
Have you done my beatbox?
We're gonna replace Seep with Vinny the dog next week.
Yeah, I think it's about time.
Ryan, what are you? Ryan, what are you implying?
Hey, yeah, welcome
That
to
Seep
Ready to
gets-
Start Cast.
Wait, do you just imply that Steve got hit by a car?
Seep, look out!
Seep, look out! Seep!
Actually, you know what? This is a good opportunity. Seep, I want to talk to you
Nintendo, be
about
careful,
something.
or else I'll actually
what-
make you watch Precure.
Hold on, everyone, shut up! Niall wants to talk to me.
Seep, I want to talk to you about something because I think well, it's more of a confrontation because I think I speak for everybody in chat that we haven't seen a Seep's Comedy Corner in a while. And you said it was a new segment, and I only saw one of them. And I'm just a little, I guess I'm just wondering when we're going to get another Seep's Comedy Corner. Like if you have like an estimate. It doesn't have to be today. It
I
doesn't
don't
have to be
really
today. It
know.
doesn't have to be like anything today at all.
Yeah,
But if I don't ask, I feel like it won't happen. So when is it coming?
Yeah, well, you know, hello, I'm, what's that guy's name? What's the guy, what, okay, hold on. I need to do this joke. What's the name of, like, the Zelda guy?
Which Zelda guy? What do you? Oh, Aonuma? Like Eiji Aonuma?
Wait, hold on.
Okay, yes, that's it. Hello, Eiji Aonuma here. This is like the Nintendo Direct dub voice.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, okay.
Lately there have not been a lot of announcements for the Seep's Comedy Corner segment. I'm sorry to announce that we'll have to delay this project further into the year than expected.
Oh come on! What?
I hope you all understand. I
Come
do like a
on,
respectful
man.
bow.
Been waiting
Yeah.
years for this.
I'm sorry. Seep's Comedy Corner. I don't know if there's like a lot of. I can't. It's never a guarantee. You never know when it's gonna come. It's just
Man.
something that's been added. It's just a part of the fold
Come
now. You
on,
know.
man.
You know what I mean? Like it's in the fold now. It's on the deck of cards, but that doesn't mean we're always gonna be drawing it every game,
Yeah,
right?
okay. You know that's
Yeah.
fine.
A delayed Seep's Comedy Corner is eventually.
I don't want
good.
anybody to crunch over, you getting this out. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
understand if you need to extend the schedule. A little
I feel
bit.
so bad for everyone whose first episode is this one.
Yeah. Any
Hey.
first-time viewers in chat?
Hey.
Yeah, any first time
Listen,
viewers-
you know, I know how to fix this.
Yeah?
Oh.
Who's ready for a new segment called Rosa's Laughathon?
Oh my gosh,
Whoa!
Rosa's Laugh. Put the
Yeah!
graphic for Rosa's Laughathon on screen.
Put it on screen. Put it
on
Rose's
screen,
laugh
let's
on
see it.
screen. Come on.
Hold on. I'm getting it
This was
ready.
planned.
I'm getting it ready.
You're getting it
this is-
ready? Is it gonna be
yeah,
ready in a timely
yeah,
manner?
let me-
Is it gonna
We
be ready
haven't
now?
even talked about the bad guys yet.
Alright, there's a graphic for it.
Okay, let's see it.
Yeah, put it on screen. New segment. New segment. Guys, can I get a bunch of
Got a new
pogs in
segment!
chat? Can I get some donkey
Yes!
pogs?
Some donkey pogs. Let's see some donkey pogs.
Donkey pogs?
Donkey pogger.
Putting this on
Alright.
screen, against my better judgment.
Yes. It's time for
New segment,
Rosa's.
guys.
It's
Guys-
Rosa's
oh.
Laughathon.
All right, I'm gonna step back. This is Rose's new segment. So
Yes.
Hey everybody, big crowd. Woo! So, what's the deal with airline food?
What?
Yeah. What is it?
Shut up.
yeah.
Shut up. What?
Shut up. Let me vent a bit. Let me vent a bit.
Okay.
I'm
all
sorry.
right,
You
well,
know
that's
what
sort of a
really
different
grinds my
segment
gears?
concept.
What?
Look at him.
Among Us?
No. What are you looking at?
Oh, I was looking at the screen.
Yeah.
Why are you looking? I'm up,
This is
I'm
the
up here on
segment. We're looking at
stage.
the screen.
I'm
This
up
is a new
here
segment.
on stage.
Sorry.
What are you
sorry.
looking at?
Okay, sorry.
looking
It's
at-
all right. Let's get into the scene a little bit. So we're like in the audience, and you're on stage, and okay.
Mm-hmm. And I'm like, why are you looking at the screen? Stop looking at the screen. Who put
Okay, I'm
that
not
up
looking
on
at any
stage?
screen. We're in the scene.
Yeah,
we're
we're
in our
looking
little
at
skit
you.
that we're
Everyone's
doing.
looking at you, Rosa.
Everybody's looking
Hold
at
on,
you.
hold on, hold on. Hold on. Let me sit next to you. YouTube. All right.
Okay, all right. Well, now you're in the audience, so nobody's on stage.
What is this?
and-
What is this Oscars bit?
This episode of the show has made me feel like Kermit the Frog in every episode of the Muppet Show, more than every episode we've ever done ever.
What?
Okay, see, what do you want to order?
On the airline?
No.
Is this like one of those theaters where
Alright.
you get food and drinks and stuff?
Yeah. I don't know. What's good for comedy eating? You don't want anything you could choke on, really.
I mean,
Well, that could
we
be
can have
funny.
we can have a couple like pies or whatever.
Yeah,
Pies?
pies. Why not?
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
some,
those,
like
those
I
are
want a
pretty funny.
pot pie. I
Did
want a
somebody
pot
say pie?
Whoa,
Well, I don't know.
you neutron here.
I don't know, maybe.
Rose's laugh-a-thon.
Yeah, like, are you saying pot pie? Like what kind of pot pie? Like a 420 pot pie?
No, chicken. Like from Chicken Run. I
Chicken
want
Run?
to
I
eat the
never heard of
chickens
it.
from Chicken Run.
Let's watch like Chicken Run right now.
Hey, Ryan.
Yeah.
I left them back there, like, because I think I'm done with that skit.
I think I want potatoes in it.
So I guess now we just wait
Oh,
and.
I love the.
Oh, okay.
savory taste.
We're back. Oh,
Yeah, I've
alright,
decided the bit's over. Hey, can I take a moment real fast? Can everyone give me
Well,
a second?
we got a
here?
question in chat. For Niall. Let's see.
Just
from
got
Master
here.
Buff-
You're a Rooster Teeth animator, yeah? Does that mean you animate the death battles? Well, if you, no, actually,
made Death Battle?
I did not make Death Battle. I have not animated on Death
What
Battle.
am I
but a
getting
couple of my
tomatoed
friends
right?
have.
I'm sorry. Hold on. That wasn't even my comedy corner. Why am I getting tomatoed?
Hey, can I pause real fast on this episode?
Yeah, sure. How about yeah? Let's take a second.
Yeah, give me a moment here.
Can we have
Hey,
a water
everyone.
break?
Hey everyone, thanks for coming out tonight. I have kind of a note here from the boss, the kind of some higher ups, and I was asked to read it. We here at Ready to Start Cast Studios deeply apologize for this week's episode. It was unprofessional and unfocused, unlike any other episode of this show.
So true.
We hope we can earn your trust back in future episodes.
Yeah, good luck.
I don't know.
If that was a serious question, no, I have not animated in Death Battle, and I have not played any
That's
of
a
the
dead
participants
serious
in Death
question.
Battle.
Niall versus
Yeah.
Boss Baby Death Battle.
Yeah.
Do you
You
think
know,
Actually, you know what?
one of
This
those
I can
days-
tell a little bit of a story before we
About Death Battle?
Well, not about Death Battle, but there is
Aw.
this sort of thing that happens at work. There's a couple of my coworkers in chat, by the way. Hello. There's a Ed
Really?
Botnick and my friend Nichols. Hi.
That worked on Death Battle?
I
they
don't know
work
if
on-
they've worked on Death Battle or not. I don't know off the
They
top of
should
my
say.
head. They might have, but if if you've worked on Death Battle, put it in there if you're watching.
That'd be huge.
But I don't know why I don't know this about my friends. But the thing is, the reason I'm bringing up me being in Death Battle and that's a story is because there's this thing that happens at work where my friends like to create lore about me and like of my adventures and other things that I have done. Like
I
I've
feel like
gotten
we
into
do
a-
that to you too.
Yeah, it happens like, with a lot of
remember-
my friend groups where like there's lore that is created about me, and I'm not sure what it is about me that causes this, but like I fought a gorilla at one point. I was a computer for a bit. I was a detective.
Yo, you fought
I-
Winston Overwatch?
I did fight Winston. Hi there. And yeah, that was him, by the way. He's here with me. We're friends now. And
Well, of course.
Oh, so
but no,
cool.
but they joke all the time like who would win in a fight between like me and somebody else, sort of creating our own death battles. And
Oh.
yeah, I was a computer at one point.
How cool.
Who have you beaten?
I fought a lot of people. I've fought a gorilla. I've beaten a gorilla. I've beaten like a horde of bees.
Why?
There's a lot of stories that aren't necessarily about like
These are good for
combat,
like the environment.
Well, we don't know if they're honeybees or
yeah,
pollinator
that's the
bees.
thing.
They could be like
I don't remember. Point
They're-
is
They're evil video game enemy bees.
Yes.
exactly.
your face is being blocked by Winston right now.
Yeah. I just
Niall,
wanted
who
to-
is your favorite coworker? You know what?
Okay.
I don't know if I'm ready to answer that yet. But
Wow.
yeah,
Just say it's Jeff from Achievement Hunter.
you know what? If there was ever a time for us to start the next segment,
All right, let's talk about let's finally talk about the only other news docket we
Hold
have
on.
this week. Oh yeah.
Listen, we gotta be honest.
Okay. About
See?
what? We are never going to talk about anything else on this
Listen,
show.
Seep really tanked the Laughathon.
That's true.
What?
I didn't want to say it
I
because
just
I
ate.
was.
I just ordered some pot pie. You asked what I
Well,
wanted.
that was Rose's segment, and you kind of like stepped all over it
I
with
mean,
your
I'm not the
ideas.
one with the
and-
tomato on my face.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, the writing's on the wall here, Seep. I think that's on you. That's on you,
Ryan,
Seep.
if there was ever a time to move on,
All right. So recently a new animated movie came out to super theaters. I don't know why I said
Legend of
super.
Hank.
Shut the fuck up. I was gonna ask, did anyone here see The Bad Guys? But we literally all saw The Bad Guys. So
Yeah, we've all seen The Bad Guys. It came
we
out
saw
a
that.
month ago, and we're just now talking about it.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
really great flow of the show.
Sure, funky flow.
Yeah. So if you're not let me give it a backstory about myself. I consider myself a bit of a DreamWorks fan, if you want to call me that. I
Sure.
I have a huge soft spot for that like studio's film catalog in my like big heart. I like Shark Tale. Like, it's an awful movie, like terrible movie. But like Shark Tale, I think is a masterpiece.
It has
Anyway.
a scene where Will Smith is going da 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 da. How can you not like?
But I love a lot of DreamWorks films. I love Kung Fu Panda. I love the Shrek movies. I like a lot of their movies. And this is I think you know, with Captain Underpants, we were seeing them kind of try some new style stuff. Like, we're seeing a lot more now. And I feel like
and then they released Spider-Verse, and that was a huge hit.
shut up. They didn't.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
And I feel like I'm like stumbling over my words right now. I'm doing great. The Bad Guys feels like kind of a culmination of like a lot of like modern animation we're seeing right now. Where I feel like every kind of studio has gotten to a point like where they want to try these kind of new styles and looks. Like, even like Pixar is trying a lot of new styles, even though they were like kind of set in their like kind of style for like a long time. So it's kind of noticeable that even they're like kind of stepping out of their comfort zone now. And I think that's been a really good thing for like animated films in recent times. And I think a lot of that's being showcased here, because this is a very gorgeous movie.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
It's so good. It's so wonderful to look at. There's so much energy to like every single movement that the characters make. It is, you know, you think about like Shrek and how that was animated in comparison to something like The Bad Guys, and it's kind of like night and day, because Shrek, it was you look at how he moves and everything is so realistic. Like, even how Donkey moves, it's everything was animated very naturalistically, whereas The Bad Guys is like, it's so pose heavy, it's so like graphic with its posing. It's like totally different looks, and I think it really pays off that the movie looks amazing.
Yeah.
You're right. It does.
Okay,
yeah.
we can get the tomato off of Seep now.
Okay.
Yeah.
That he said that.
Yeah, of course.
Something.
I don't know why. Why did they throw a tomato at you for?
I don't know.
I don't know. I
It's-
don't remember. This
it's
whole
crazy.
podcast has been
It's
kind of a
crazy.
I don't know.
haze.
See, but we're like being pretty funny.
So something I really like about The Bad Guys is it kind of it's very simple, but it kind of revels in how simple it is.
Yeah.
All the main characters are leaning like Mr. Fox and like Mr. Shark. Like, it's like very self-aware, like what kind of movie it is, and I kind of appreciate that. It's a very simple cartoon movie that's told very fun, and it's very likable.
And
Yeah.
it's like, where's a lot of his inspiration on sleeves?
The guys who
like,
made this like love Lupin. It's very apparent.
Oh, yeah, look
Yeah.
at the third.
Especially-
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like referencing like stuff like the cars and like characters like homages to them.
No one ever talks about Lupin 2. Or Lupin 1 for that matter.
It's
Why
supposed
not?
to be dead.
That joke sucked.
Sorry.
No, you know what? Put it back
No,
on.
no, no,
Just
no,
Check
no,
out the
no.
tomato.
No,
no,
well,
no.
we don't gotta do
Come on.
that. Okay.
Yeah.
Can
Don't
we
be
put
such
it
a
on
bad
Ryan?
guy.
Can we
Not
put
such
it
a
on
bad
Jimmy?
guy.
Can we put it on like Niles?
We're not bad guys.
Niles
We're the
Miller.
good guys.
The
Yeah.
Put
good
on Niles
guy.
Familiar.
Apple, we have to rehabilitate the bad guys. And make them good guys.
That was really good.
Are you
That was
talking about
Professor
Aiden
Marmalade
now?
for the folks at home. Do we want to like talk about the plot or anything?
Yeah,
Do we wanna spoil this movie?
I was gonna talk a little bit about it.
Are we gonna spoil it?
No,
I mean,
won't,
because that
no.
was the thing I was going to ask, because like I want people to see it. If they
Yeah, no,
haven't
I was
already.
gonna say we're not gonna spoil it. I'm gonna go over a bit like a brief plot overview. So like I said, this is a movie that kind of revels in its simplicity, and it's just about It's a gang of like bad guys, and they're all furry guys.
And you
Which
want
is
to make them good guys.
yeah,
Is this where I come into the plot?
Yeah,
Sorry,
Professor
is it-
Marmalade, you'll be here in a second. I promise.
Oh, okay, I'll just be
Yeah.
standing over here being good.
Yeah, sure.
Ever think
do-
about
do
how he
need-
looks
do you
like
need
Aiden?
anything?
Stop
No,
talking.
I don't need any. I'm such a good guy, you know. I don't need anything.
Are you
I'm
sure?
content to stand here.
You guys.
Okay,
don't
sure.
want-
Ryan, you can go ahead, Ryan.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm sure I'll get interrupted in 5 seconds from now. They go to a party.
Love you, Ryan.
I love you too, dear. They go to
Oh,
a
that's sweet.
party. They go to a party to try to steal something, and they get caught. And while they're there, Mr. Fox kind of gets like
Wait.
Mr. Wolf.
Mr.
I mean,
Fox.
Mr. Wolf. I mean, sorry.
You're thinking about Fox.
Yeah, sure. Mr. Wolf kind of gets like
Alright.
helps an old lady by accident, and she like pets him, and that makes him really happy because he's never like had like positive reinforcement in his life ever, and it kind of starts like a spiral where like he wants to become good, but he doesn't really like let any of his team know, and the film's kind of about like him balancing the fact that he genuinely wants to be good, with the fact that his team thinks it's like all like a ruse to like trick someone, and it's really fun. It's really likable. It's got great animation. I like all the characters in it a lot. It's
Got good music in it. Too.
it's got
like
good
the
music.
orchestral score and the like more traditional like kind of rockish funky songs are good.
It's a heist movie, you know. If you
Mhm.
like heists, you like people
There's a lot
stealing
of
things
heisting.
and making up plans. You like
Yeah.
them talking about their plan, and then they do the plan
Mm.
at like the
There's
big
even
party
like
event.
references to other like heist media within the
Yeah.
movie that
Uh.
that would be good for fans.
They play the song from the Crash 4 trailer during the action scene,
They did do that.
which is how I know that song. I'm really great.
And all the characters are just really
How many
great. I mean,
times have you
there's,
beaten this guy?
like all the characters they are characters that you love to look at, you love to watch.
Yeah,
Who's your favorite guy?
I don't know. I mean, I like a lot of the characters in this movie for a myriad of different reasons.
Hmm. What do you mean by that?
But
Are you?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd have to think about it. I really like Mr. Wolf. Sure, we'll say that.
I gotta say also, it is very funny to me, like how incredibly obviously like Mr. Wolf and Miss like Fox were designed to be like sexy.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna get into it,
Yeah.
but yeah, that is sort of both
You know,
of
there's
them
someone.
both
You know,
are-
there's someone for everyone in that like group.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think I like the piranha. I like how it's like I like fish out of water. You know, I kind of like
Piranha's
characters
great.
who
Yeah.
are like kind of
Is,
fish out of water. You know, CGI fish out of water. You know, characters.
A fair warning about this movie, though. There is a couple of like really gratuitous fart jokes. In
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It was the
It doesn't ruin it, but it that's like the only like it speaks to the quality of the movie that it didn't ruin it for me because it does happen a couple times.
It's
But
interesting. They're integral farts too. They're farts that you can't.
that's true.
remove.
It's like plot
Yeah.
relevant farts.
Which is wild.
But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to watch those farts, Ryan. I know we talked about Marmaduke a few
Yeah.
weeks ago.
I'm not watching Marmaduke ever.
That did come out.
It
Marmaduke
did.
is on Netflix, everyone.
Seep did watch Marmaduke and wanted to make us watch
Deep
it.
did watch Marmaduke. I'm not watching Marmaduke.
Wait, why did
don't
you
care
say
what
that?
people
That's
say.
that did not happen at all. I did not watch it. You just made something up that was like really plausible, and people would have believed that if I didn't step in and say that
What do you
just
mean?
wasn't
You've been
true.
saying that I work on these miscellaneous projects all night as if it
Well,
was
I
something
mean,
to be true.
I feel like messing with you. That was just like a lie. That wasn't like a joke.
Sure,
That
it was
was
just a fabrication.
They just lied. You're lying right now.
I guess.
At Ace Attorney Bot.
Come on. What? No, stop. Shut up.
I'm really excited to see
At
what
Tropical Tweet.
what DreamWorks kind of does next with their characters, like not their I mean like they're just their movies, because I feel like this was very popular with people. I feel like this was very well received. I'm really
The Puss
hoping.
movie looks awesome.
Yeah, the Puss in Boots movie looks like it's gonna be great. Like
Yes,
against all.
DreamWorks is killing it right now.
Here's the thing. I feel like I don't really need like another Shrek movie. I feel like doing these things like another Puss in Boots kind of works. Like that's something you could like make really stylized and fun and like
Mhm.
a fun
Yeah.
adventure. Yeah.
You know, and not like Sonic Ice Shrek.
What?
There's a concerning message in chat. I'm not going to call attention to it, but it's concerning. Um,
What?
nothing. Let's keep moving on.
Okay. Um. Yeah.
Yes, I made Marmaduke.
Bad guys. It's pretty good. I mean, you know, I think there's one part that did make me laugh.
Yeah.
This is not a huge spoiler. It's just kind of they did have a scene. They did have a scene where like all the characters kind of like leave each other for a bit, like in
Mhm.
Shrek, like in like half of DreamWorks movies, right?
Yeah.
And they did have the moment where they're all leaving one by one, and then like the goofy one who's like, "Not you, even you," and then he just slowly turns around, and walks away looking sad.
This is the one thing in the movie that got you, that got the chuckle.
Well, that was like one thing. It wasn't that there's other chuckle moments, but
Sure.
that part kind of made me laugh, just like in
It's
a very
funny. Yeah.
There's one thing in this movie that made me laugh really hard, but it's technically like probably this movie's quote unquote biggest spoiler. I feel like when you watch the movie, you'll guess who the villain is like in 5 minutes. I won't say it just in case, but
it is very clear.
the way the villain reveal happens is hysterical to me. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
The scene where it happens is really funny to me.
I like how it's animated. I like how they animate that villain.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's bad guy.
They might be bad guys, but I have to say, this was certainly a good film.
I give that one like a 4 out of 10.
What?
Not-
that
not
wasn't
the-
even.
Not the
come on.
movie, just what you said.
Okay, whatever.
Now you understand why we delayed the Seeps Comedy Corner.
Yeah, I guess so. You know what? See, we've been hard on you tonight. I'm sorry. You know, I'm saying it. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm like used to it. I'm
Can
the
you
TV tropes
say
butt
that
monkey.
like Animat now?
What?
Nintendo wants you to say it like Animat.
Okay, they might be bad guys, but it was certainly a good film. There.
Animat.
Did that satiate you? It's Ryan's favorite YouTuber who wears the orange hat.
What do
That
you
you probably
mean?
see.
Wait,
Yeah.
It's true.
I
Yeah.
sound like I'm
That's not-
offended.
that's not
I don't
even a
have
joke.
any,
That's Ryan's favorite
I don't know
YouTuber.
why I said offended. Like I don't have anything against that guy.
And you don't have any defense for yourself because you're the one who's like brings him up the most, right?
Can you?
Yeah,
can,
and she
like
wouldn't
you-
even need a defense because Ryan loves this YouTuber.
can you do
Right.
Can you do your pie guy rules voice?
Hey guy, we still need to get Pie Guy rolls.
Hey
We need
guys,
to get
Pie Guy
rolls,
here.
or else our show is over.
Wait.
Looks like this was another
Wait, hold
Michael
on.
Eisner episode.
I wanted to ask: does everyone said everything they need to say about the bad guys?
No, put the news girl on the screen.
You mean the one I
yeah,
kept
sure.
saying was cute?
She's really cute. There's tons of cute
Yeah.
characters, even like
She looks like
really,
Maya Fey.
really small characters in this movie that are really great.
Oh,
Yeah.
and I love how like Zingari looking the cop was.
Oh yeah,
She's
cop,
great.
the
One
cop
of the best
lady,
characters in the movie.
the cop lady voiced by Lois Griffin is very like clearly inspired by like Zingara from Lupin
Yeah.
the Third.
I'm Zingara now.
We gotta get
That's
those
right.
bad
She is
guys.
voiced by Lois Griffin. Ada.
Yeah, the Lois Griffin.
Yeah.
She's not a person; she's a character.
Holy crap, Lois! You're in the bad guys.
Holy crap! They should do a very like specific bad guys, cutaway gag. I almost said couch gag. They don't do those in Family Guy. I like that this movie had humans in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a lot of animal movies will feel the need to have humans, but I like that this one did.
It kind of has like a Cats Don't Dance vibe. This whole movie.
Mhm.
You know that movie
Yeah.
I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's good. I like that movie a lot, and this has kind of, like,
Loud.
it's not like a spiritual successor in any way, but it has like a similar vibe in its world that I like.
I've heard someone say at least once that movies with furry characters people tend to like the furries more when they don't like put an emphasis like hugely on the fact they're animals. They're just like furry people living in like a human world. I feel like that's an appeal
Yeah.
of this movie.
Absolutely.
It's real nice.
Yeah. I also
It's-
like how the snake is animated. That's something that always.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
so
I
funny.
could gush about the animation for a while. There's so many cool things.
There's
There's so many things.
There's a shot that like they use in like the trailer in particular where he kind of snaps at Mr. Wolf like when they're in the jail. And like that like kind of side shot of him like his sharp teeth. I really like that shot in particular for some reason.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, they also do that thing with like the cop lady where she like her teeth go sharp.
Yeah.
And that is just amazing. Just like
Oh yeah, the
being
rigs that they must be using for that have got to be like insane.
Oh yeah, rigs. That's an
yeah,
animation term.
just to switch out.
Animator.
Like
Ring the
for
bell,
food.
animation turn. Ding 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 ding. But yeah.
It's very
Good
snappy. Like
animation.
like the
Yeah.
I feel like the cop lady we keep using is she's a really good example. Like I feel like she snaps to her poses a lot. It's really fun to watch.
I like when they run through a crowd of people and they like fly in the air. That happens at least once. It's
Yeah,
really
the
cool.
locomotion of all the characters is really cool. Like just how
Yeah.
just they get started running and they're in the air and then they start like jumping almost.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is
Do you
gonna
like how
sound
I'm animated?
this is gonna sound insane. But something I really like in this movie is how all their teeth look. I like all their big round cartoon teeth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, those Simpsons teeth.
Yeah.
that's good.
It
I love
reminds
teeth.
more like how they say like the early DBZ Dragon Ball
Yeah.
art style.
I go to
Right.
Yeah, it's got that gag manga look.
Yeah.
Everyone loves gag manga. They're real big now.
Oh yeah, because Tony Red was based on that too.
Yeah. We're just living in a gaggy world.
It's my world and we're all living in it.
It's like a huge pipeline of like that art style being influenced all the way back to Scrooge McDuck.
All comes
Right.
back to him.
Yeah.
all comes back to me, laddie.
But yeah, this was a really fun movie, and I'm really glad they made it, and I got to see it.
Yeah.
I recommend it. It's also
Yeah.
very quick. Like it's only like an hour and 40-ish minutes, I believe, which is
No,
like,
yeah.
it's so polished and it's such a good time. Like I
It's
can't
clean.
recommend this enough. Yeah, it's
Uh,
clean.
Let's see. Do we have any other?
Well, yeah, I do have one more news topic. Real quick, you kind of reminded me when you brought this guy up. In a recent SpongeBob episode, Bubble Bass says, "Open up, ScumBob," and that's huge. That's huge. It's a real thing for the fans.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That did happen. I watched that episode just to see if it was real, and it was. Bubble Bass says ScumBob. All you-
Scumbob.
All you pie guy head.
Do you think they knew? Do you think they know?
I think someone, at least one. I think so. Well, I don't know. Man, that'd be really great if they did. Do you think any SpongeBob crew members watch Mr. Enter? Do you think that's happened?
Well, considering
At least one of them.
considering the fact he sent a few of his fans to go tell one of the writers to kill themselves, they're probably aware of him.
Okay. Hold on. Let me go check my notes. They're on my other computer. Let me go get them.
Okay. Well, I wanted to ask, and I'm only going to bring this up once if we're not going to talk about it.
I think
See,
found
what's up?
something.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello,
Like-
what's up?
You're like Jerma when he finds like a little onion ring in his like closet.
Oh my god! They made new Kirby plushes. That's news.
Oh,
to talk
yeah!
about.
Okay, yeah.
Isn't that huge news?
Yeah.
They
it's-
gave
What
Ribbon
is there
a
to say
knife.
about that?
I
They
don't
gave
know.
Ribbon a knife.
I mean,
You're a plush collector, Ryan.
yeah, I don't even know. Just so Sine, who does all the Mario and Kirby, they do basically all the Nintendo like kind of equivalent series plushes. They're all very high quality stuff, and their Kirby line's kind of known for like its kind of crazy character variety. And we're all Kirby fans here, so they announced their most recent wave. They kind of took a long break for them. Like we got like a wave like Derocha did like back like a few years ago, and they kind of took a quick break. But it's back, and this new wave has a lot of exciting characters in it. Like I'll put it on screen right now. There's Adelaide and Ribbon. There's Mr. Frosty, and then the Dreamland 3 gang are there too.
Look at them. Look at them all. Collect them all.
I know. I never thought we'd get like a pitch plush.
Mhm.
Oh gosh, these are all adorable. These are so well made. Wow.
I know all their Kirby plushes look really. I guess it's just like the designs of Kirby just
Yeah.
fit really well with that. But they're pretty solid.
Now, the real question to
yes.
ask is, will Mr. Frosty have his big cheeked up cake in the back?
I hope he has like a Stewie Griffin butt flap that you can like unbutton.
Yeah. That could be good. So you can sort of like turn off that aspect of his character if you feel
Or turn it on.
or opt in.
Yeah. You know,
Opt
it's
in.
it's your choice.
It's your choice in this new gaming adventure.
That pitch looks really fun to just throw around with your friends.
Yeah, they all do. So, do we have anything else to say about the Kirby plushes?
No, I got everything I need to say, Cross. I'm just saying, I'm looking forward to picking
Yeah.
some up.
Cool.
Yep.
So I wanted to bring this up just to ask if we were going to talk about it. We don't have to, but do we want to talk the thing going on with Blizzard today?
Yes.
Is this the place?
Yes.
Is this the
Yes.
time?
Yes.
Is this
Yes.
the
Yes.
place?
We need
Oh, God.
this is such great news. You know, this is a huge step forward
It
for
is
diversity.
terrible news, and that's why I'm bringing up. If we, I should specify, like my opinion is my own in this regard, but I really don't like the news regarding Blizzard today,
Mm,
which is why I
Yeah.
was questioning if we should talk about it at all.
I'll
But-
the
bring it.
Overwatch charts.
Yeah,
Those are
So
No,
Blizzard, Blizzard. So here's the Blizzard internally uses a stat tracking for diversity, and like they have like stats for characters for like different things, and they're kind of incomprehensible. For one, I don't know what most of them mean. Like
the Overwatch eugenics chart. Oh my god.
like there's one for like gay level, and every character they use as an example had one like no points. Like it's just weird. And there's like a chart, like a level for ethnicity. Like how do you rank ethnicity?
yeah. It is trying to establish diversity in your IP through numbers rather than like your conscience
Mhm.
or your gut, or basically talking to any other person that you would want to be representing. It is a way to disconnect from making an actual choice for diversity in your game by
Yeah.
any means necessary. It's like a thing an
it's so,
alien would
like-
do.
It's like also like kind of just shows like people would know, like I wouldn't say everyone, but like it really shows like the lack of creative vision it is just to like rely on something like that. You know, that's like something you think like self-consciously.
I
You know.
with the stat thing they put out, it also means out of the 3 characters they showed, which includes Lucio, the black man, and Zarya, the big, not gay apparently, pink-haired, short-haired woman, the little Trorion is the most diverse of the 3 of them.
Yeah. Have they
Also,
released?
like, yeah, B Curry has to play. So yeah, they're covering up another blunder in their lawsuits.
Do we know like all the categories that they
There
consider?
there was an example of the chart put up. I don't know if that is like everything to it, but
Hmm.
I mean, I don't know. It's just rough. I mean, I don't. It's just a weird decision. I don't get it.
We should do that for like ourselves on that chart. We should do that,
All
right?
right, let me turn gender identity I'm on the knob right now. Look at the audience. I'm like, I don't care, and I turn gender identity all the way up.
And then they go no, and then there's a big white flash.
I don't know. I hope that over time Blizzard is changing into something that is better than what it was. I'll say that. But
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah,
We'll see.
I mean, they can't keep like putting this like stuff going on down. We'll just kind of end it there. This is an insane thing to learn, and we can only hope it gets better.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right,
that's a thing.
let's talk about something we watched, played, or read this week. Who wants to go first?
Wait.
Yeah.
I read a gay manga.
Okay.
It ended up disappointing me after I figure out what
should-
goes on in volume 7.
What?
Maybe you should talk about something that isn't disappointing.
What? What is it?
Grandia! I played Grandia.
There we go. Yeah, talk about that instead.
So Grandia is an RPG from the PS1 era that also been ported to the Dreamcast and other consoles. Which version is better? I don't know.
We'll never know.
But
what
it's
is it?
a really, but it's basically it's how do you say it? I would also describe it like unconventional RPG because, like, instead of turn-based battle, it is turn-based battle, but turn-based action battle. You know, you have like a little bar in the bottom, shows like little icons of you and your party, and it shows you like who's gonna go on first, unless you like stun enemies or whatever. It's very, it's very fun. It's a very fun time. I'm enjoying the story, the voice acting. It's like very, very of its time, but like I said, it's like it's still really charming, and it has like a really funny character that looks like Burgundy called Sue. I was like, wow, I should make this girl into a killing machine. And then
Well,
my
did you?
friend told me,
Did you make her
I
into a
Did
killing
you
machine?
did you turn them into a
she
killing
could have.
machine?
She could have the potential, but no, she's not gonna reach that potential because, like, oh, she's gonna be out of the party soon. It's like, damn it, I wasted 2 limited resources on her.
Oh no. Tragedy.
Yeah. But also, yeah, I did read the game manga. It was like, oh, that was very nice. There was something like, it might be hard to recommend. And then I learned about stuff like, yeah, I can't recommend this, unfortunately. It's like nice to find something where it's just like unashamedly gay, but at the same time, it's like, oh, you didn't have to do that.
I think it's best to just end that conversation there.
Exactly. That's the unfortunate part.
My
Like
God.
even like you want to find something gay, and then it's just like one big problem. No, because I can't really
Never running
recommend it
after
in
that's
good
gay.
conscience. And like, what are those kind of stories? Are like they're part of a thing, but they're like different people and different characters.
Veggie
What?
Tales.
No,
VeggieTales?
no,
Wait,
it's a
what are you
kind
saying?
of story structure where like it's one whole story, but they're like considered like different people.
Like I said.
Jellystone?
But no,
Is it
I
like
can't.
Jellystone?
No,
Okay.
VeggieTale game manga that exists.
It
I'm
does?
sure that exists.
Do you think
No.
the Veggie Tales Twitter like finds gay fan art and blocks accounts?
No.
Let's move on.
Oh, I also want to give my review on some art books I have.
Okay.
So I've been looking through the Tezuka art book, and it's really fascinating. I really like looking at the character design because they feel very familiar. Because like there's some characters look like Disney, like Pluto, and like oh, there's like this character that has like very Sonic looking eyes, and like this guy's like very Popeye looking with over exaggerated limbs, and it's actually really cool just to see like where the pipeline goes and see the influences of like
hmm
And like we said, it all comes back to Scrooge McDuck.
exactly or Fleischer cartoons, whichever came
Exactly.
first. Also, yes, my experience with my lesbian experience with loneliness is a good read.
Yeah, I read that one. That's a good one.
Yeah, I
It's-
want to read the sequel.
It's a heavy one. I should note that. I think.
Oh
Sometimes,
yeah, this true.
I think sometimes people recommend gay stuff without like giving any other
Oh,
like notion of what it's
yeah.
about. That is a heavy story. Just a heads
Oh
up.
yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. It is a heavy one. It's a good read, but a heavy one. It's sort of hard to find like something that's like gay and also like light.
What?
So it's like, hmm?
I was gonna try to think of something funny to say. Like oh, what about Tom and Jerry? That sucked. No, keep talking.
No, I was gonna say that sometimes it's just easier to like recommend something that's like can be interpreted as gay.
hmm
Like Kira Kira, I would recommend the Kira Kira manga if I could find like good scans.
Wah, wah.
That's the unfortunate part.
Uh,
Make your own gay content, I guess.
Yes. Everybody go out and make some gay content, please.
it's your responsibility.
Yes.
Rosa is employing you to make gay stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure it all will be good too.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what? Yeah.
Yeah. I remember Mario does that when he gets to start. He goes, yeah. Bum,
Yeah.
bum, 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 bum.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. See, but Ryan, what did you go first?
Seep, did you watch or play or read anything this week?
yeah.
Well, what'd you do?
Uh,
Okay.
No. I don't know. What should I talk about? I finished
I
watching.
don't know. We're not gonna know.
Yeah, I guess you're not. Um, I don't know. Where do I start? I've watched. I've watched non-cartoon things.
That's fine. You can.
I have two.
Rosa just talked about a JRPG and a manga. I think you're fine.
Well, those are like cartoons.
Yeah, I love cartoons.
Yeah. See, I'm just saying we don't. We have to talk about cartoons.
Yeah, you can talk about whatever you want.
Yeah, go for it.
I recently. Huh?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
I watched the
What?
pirate show. You know that show,
Why
right?
did it take you so long
Oh.
to build? Why did you become a different human being?
I think the multiverse in some way has affected Seep this episode.
There's been a
That was-
shift in the multiverse.
That wasn't Seep. That was Cipiango.
Oh my god, the Way of the Water trailer. We totally forgot to talk about that.
What are we going to say about Avatar: The Way of the Water?
I
Did
literally
you see all that water in that trailer?
I literally didn't watch the trailer.
Why? You
I mean,
watched
it's pretty.
Doctor
It looks
Strange?
really pretty. I'll say that. But
Did you
it's,
walk-
it's just a trailer.
You walked out of the theater when they were restoring the water?
No.
You saw them. He was like, "Oh, I need to make my own way of water," and you head to the restroom.
They don't say that.
No,
They don't say that in the trailer.
I did not see the trailer for Avatar 2 anywhere.
Really?
Yeah.
They showed it in Doctor Strange.
No, it wasn't.
Did you pirate it?
It wasn't in front of it for me.
Oh, Ryan pirated it. Ryan watched it in a camera.
Sure, right,
Disney,
sure.
Disney, come here!
All right, yeah,
I
sure.
found one.
Seep, do you want to talk about Our Flag Means Death? Because I've heard it's really good.
Oh, it's flag means death. It has the guy from Jumanji in it. You know, the Kevin Rock Jumanji movie.
Yeah.
You know that guy?
Taika Waititi?
No, he's like, hello, adventurers. It's me, Jumanji.
His name is not Jumanji. I can tell you for absolute certain his name is not Jumanji.
The Death of Flag. That's a good show. I didn't even realize apparently that they were actually based on real people.
Yeah, it's like
It's-
I don't think it's historically accurate at all.
Yeah, no.
Are they real? How many of them are real? Is it like
In the pirate show?
yeah?
They're based on real people, from what I heard. Like I didn't realize that because they all feel like something. Just they feel like they're all just made for that show,
well, you know,
and like nothing else in its own isolation.
You know what other show is based on real people? Clone High.
You.
That's true.
Yeah. Did Gandhi really do all that stuff?
He might have.
Ryan,
We're
why
not
did you
sure
bring
if-
up Clone High just now?
Because
Because
they're real people.
Well, yeah, but
There's a real clone of JFK out there.
that's true.
He's in his 30s by now.
Look
I
at
think
me.
the chat's giving us some answers here. Apparently, there are a few historical men.
Okay. Yeah, I figured Blackbeard was real, but Blackbeard's real in a way where it's like he's like Captain Crunch. Like Captain Crunch is real, but you know.
What?
What is that?
You know-
You've not talked about the show at all.
No, I haven't. I'm sorry. No, it's pretty. It has the guy from Jumanji in it, and it has the guy from. It has the Fortnite guy from Avengers Endgame in it. No, it's
So Taika Waititi.
yes, it's a pretty good show. I didn't know what it was. I just saw. I just kind of clicked on it on HBO Max. It's on HBO Max, Doc. You know, I was looking through things to watch. Like, I've watched all of the Looney Tunes cartoons, and I'm not really feeling like Billy Manny right now. Genlock and oh, it's what is this? Pirates?
I can't
I
believe Steve
love
skipped
Pirate-
over Genlock. There's the new season and everything. You're not even caught up.
There's a new season of Genlock that you worked on and made.
I did not work on the second season.
But yeah, it's I don't know how to talk about it. What do I say about it? I don't want to like give away too much because it kind of surprised me. It might surprise you. It kind of surprised me with I guess it's representation. It's a show where like it feels like a show. There's a lot of shows and stuff where there'll be characters that they feel they're like kind of gay coded, and it's like easy to like interpret them in a certain way.
Right.
But it's not like that is necessarily canon. But this show is interesting because it kind of hints stuff, and then it'll like kind of follow up with it and be like, oh, that was actually like on purpose. Like, that's cool. I thought that was really cool, and
Yeah, it's funny because
awesome.
I am also so used to like that. Like when I watch the show, I'm like, okay, so is this gonna be like jokes? And then when they actually go for it, it's like, oh no, it's not jokes.
yeah, it's real. So
It's
this
real,
is
you know?
if like that aspect of it is good, but also it's like it's funny. It's got I don't know if you like pirate action. Like they ride on a boat and there's like cannonballs in the show.
Boats and cannonballs, sign me up.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I mean all that. It's pretty good. I mean I like Taika Waititi. I like him. Did you know he was in Green Lantern? Did you know
Was
that?
he?
I didn't know that. He's Ryan Reynolds' friend. Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's like crazy.
That is a movie I unfortunately enjoy.
Nah, indulge.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, he's in a lot of stuff. He was in the Suicide Squad. I like him. He's a good actor. He's good. He like directed at least one episode. He's like a writer or something. But yeah, he makes things that I like. So, he did Thor 3, the best Thor movie.
The only one that's actually decent.
Well, the fourth one hasn't come out yet. We don't know if that's the best one.
Oh, that's
Well,
true.
I know the third one. The
Thor
third one
4
is
with Gore the
that's
God
true.
Butcher.
Like
Thor and Star Lord and
I-
Gore the God Butcher in Thor 4.
I'm really happy for all the people who I'm sure exist that think the first two Thor movies are good, but they're not.
Sorry.
The third movie's kind of saved those characters. But anyway,
Korg
go on.
sweep.
Korg sweep. Hashtag Korg sweep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Korg and
oh,
Thor and Gore the God Butcher and Star Lord in Thor 4.
Yes, Thor. We got Thor and the Star Lord. They're gonna be in Thor 4. It's a war-torn Thor 4 with Star Lord and the war.
And Korg.
And the Korg is in Thor 4 with Star Lord. It's gonna be a big war. We're gonna see some more Thor in Thor 4 with Korg and Star Lord.
we have to stop.
Okay. Anyway.
It's like Hamilton in here.
Yeah. Anyway, it's a good show, and I like it. It's got some wholesome moments, got some funny moments. It's got some good drama, some good characters. I like the actors. I think it has a nice, funny cast of characters. I like its cast.
It's got pirates.
It's got a bunch of people in the show. Yeah. There. I recommend it. Was that good? Did I do good?
You did good.
Thank you.
You done good.
That's
son.
up for the future to decide. We'll
Yeah.
see how history looks upon you.
I also finished watching. Ryan, this is a show that you never recommended to me, but you watched it and you said it was good, so I watched it.
Oh, it was.
Watched the entirety of it. I watched The Good Place. That's a pretty good show.
Yeah, I really like The Good Place.
Yeah, it has Ted Danson featuring the voice talents of Ted Danson.
Bob Burger.
What's her? Kristen Bell. There.
Yeah, that's a
yeah.
good show. I really like The Good Place.
Yeah, that's another like non-cartoon I can recommend. Who's your favorite character from The Good Place?
I don't know actually. It's too on the spot.
I like Janet.
I just like Janet too. I'll just go with that.
Is that the one that said that told people not to press the button?
Yeah, she's like the robot lady.
Not a robot.
Not a robot.
Just like
yeah.
that one Precure character.
Freaky friend watching their second show. I mean that lovingly, dear.
What happened?
Okay.
I just said Precure friend watching their second show. Just like Precure.
That went on way too long for me. I don't know why I dragged that out.
And then
I'm
we're
like-
gonna watch Hug 2.
Yeah.
I'm running out of power.
I'll go then. So what I've watched or played or read this week is
Freakier? Sorry.
why did you say it so mockingly?
Oh no, because
No, someone said Freakier.
Oh,
Like,
that was
as in-
Taco.
Yeah, he wants
See,
you to-
don't.
Oh, that
See,
was Taco?
Yeah, that
Can we
was
bring
Taco.
Taco on the show?
No.
So I've been rewatching Gravity Falls, kind of in the back.
Mabel, Ryan, you've been rewatching my show. Whoa.
We weren't even like 5 seconds in
Taco,
before
tú
we
es
got
no novelita.
Sorry.
You anytime ever I try to talk about a show,
I like how the characters.
Your brain like goes like bing bing, like think of like the first
Yes,
character
like a
you
little-
can impersonate, and then you
a
think of
little
the voice.
dipper like appeared
Hey.
in my mind. It like tickles my brain.
Hey, everyone, calm down.
Yeah, we need to calm down.
You know what? Yeah, we need to calm down.
Why is Taco posting emote like some abuela?
Hey, you can probably talk about how much you like my show.
Gravity Falls?
Well, Dipper, I might let you down because I might have a slightly mean thing to say about your show.
Oh
Now,
gosh, I
so-
really screwed this up.
So I don't want to set the wrong impression. I still think Gravity Falls is a very good show. But I realized on my rewatch, I think season 2 is better than season 1 by like a noticeable degree. And I don't even just mean that because like season 2 has more like story did. I think season 1 has a lot of like finding their feet type episodes. I feel like the show wasn't quite sure what it wanted to do in a lot of places. One example I use is that show had no idea what it wanted to do with Wendy. For like the last like half of season 1, she just vanishes. She's like nothing in the last half of season 1, and then in season 2, they start putting her in plots way more. Another thing about season 1 is there is an unfortunate amount of like a kind of like almost every episode amount of like fat jokes in it. Like it's absurd.
Yeah, that's something I remember from it for sure.
It's absurd how much, like, it's not even like a once in a while thing. It's like nearly every episode of season 1 has them, and it's kind of like gets noticeable after a bit. I think kind of everything involving Grenda kind of sucks. I might just, maybe that's a hot take. But season 2, let me get there. It's not saying season 1's like completely bad. Also, there's a lot of good season 1 episodes. I like the dinosaur one a lot. I think that's a really funny episode. I think there's a lot of like kind of the Homestar Runner type humor that seeps into the show is really fun. It's a really nice looking show for sure. I'm not saying I hate season 1. I just think it's got way more problems. But season 2, I think improves a lot. I think there's way less fat jokes for one. There's way less.
They vaccinated Grunkle Stan.
They vaccinated Grunkle Stan. It's great.
And you get to see me, Greg Ford.
I was gonna say,
J.K. Simmons.
like, no, for real though. I think I think Uncle Ford and Bill Cipher are really fun characters, and I think when they get added to the show, it like spices up in a really fun way. I think season 2 just has a lot more fun episodes. Like there's a lot just like more creativity in it. They go to a lot more fun places. I think now they kind of dropped like the curtain on like Grunkle Stan pretending he doesn't know about things. Like this lets the show expand itself a bit more. I just think in nearly every way season 2 is a lot better than season 1. And yeah, that's about all. That was my kind of hot take. I think season 1's a bit weaker than I remember, but season 2 still holds up pretty well.
They had the Milo Murphy guy on season 2.
Weird Al?
Yeah.
That's who you meant? You didn't mean like a writer for Milo Murphy or like a showrunner or anything? You meant Weird Al?
Yes,
No.
I did.
He's in like
I'm sorry.
one
I'm sorry. I
episode,
yelled at you just then.
and you
I feel bad
you
about it.
called famous celebrity Weird Al the Milo Murphy guy.
Hey guys, it's me, the Milo Murphy guy. Yes.
Milo Murphy guy.
What of it? I can appreciate his work.
Yo, I'm a big fan of Agent A.
Sorry. That's stupid.
I can't
was stupid.
find my drawing of Reagan.
Lori's crying.
Yeah.
I'm glad you want to find it. But yeah,
I'm glad you can't find it.
that's all I really have to say about Gravity. I think what's interesting to me about Gravity Falls, kind of ended off, is how kind of a lot of future shows that are in its vein kind of improved on it. I think, for example, I think the Owl House and Amphibia both do a better job juggling its main cast a bit more. I don't think there's really anyone on those shows who feels like kind of like they didn't know what to do with them. Like I think Wendy and a few other characters, like Pacifica, I feel like they never figured out.
Yeah,
They
definitely.
could have made her gay.
Maybe.
They could have.
But yeah, I think those two shows kind of improve on Gravity Falls. It's not to say Gravity Falls is bad. I just stress this enough. But I think it's more interesting how it's kind of been acted upon with future shows, and I also like it way more than Star Versus. So You can always
Oh
take
my
that.
God.
Versus killed.
Did you work on Star Versus?
No.
I don't like Star Versus at all. No. Niall, what have you done this week?
Yeah, so I have watched and played a couple things within the past week. I started watching Barry. These things I'm listing are not my thing, but I started watching Barry on HBO Max. It's a very good show.
Mhm.
Very
It's
good.
got Bill Hader in it. He's the main guy, and a couple others.
Was Spamton?
Yes, Spamton's in it, and what else have I watched? I watched Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. This is when I start my hour-long Marvel talk, where I talk about Doctor Strange
Okay.
for a
Of
long
course,
time.
of course.
No, that's not what I'm going with, but it is kind of funny that I based this character that I'm in my art there on Doctor Strange, and then it's just never mentioned. But um, but no, the thing I want to talk about is a game I played called The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, okay.
This, for those who don't know what the Stanley Parable was, it was a mod for Half-Life 2 that released in 2011 that got made into a full source engine game on its own in 2013 and is now being re-released as the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe in 2022. But the reason why I wanted to bring it up is because it is it has not been entirely marketed as such, but it is a sequel that is baked into the original game.
Yeah.
And it is both an HD re-release and also just before I get into the meat of it, it is a port of the source engine game into the Unity engine, which apparently was a huge deal and took a lot of time. And when you play it, it feels like you're playing like any of the other source engine games like Half-Life or Portal or Team Fortress 2, the way it controls, the way the lighting works, the way the shaders work.
Mhm.
They have done a phenomenal job with porting that over to Unity. But the reason why I wanted to bring it up was because it just is the Stanley Parable. You start it up and you're playing the Stanley Parable where you're walking around as Stanley and you're going through doors. It's a first-person
Stanley.
adventure. Yeah. There's the narrator, Kevin Brighting, who's a wonderful guy, who's been doing it since 2011, by the way. I mean, I don't know how old he was when he started, but that has been like over 10 years ago now.
He was 2 years
So
old.
he was 2 years old, so now he's 12. Like like Lincoln Loud. But
sorry.
It's
That was a fucking sorry. That was like a Peter Griffin reaction laugh. I'm sorry.
it's okay. But no, it's really good, and I would recommend it to anybody who has even played the Stanley Parable to completion already, even recently, because the Stanley Parable wasn't a necessarily like long game. You could get all the endings for it fairly quickly in like maybe like I don't know how many hours I have, but the new content in this game is around 7 hours, 7, 8 hours, depending how fast and how efficiently you do it. And there's a lot there. And I had an amazing time with it. It was one of my favorite games, and I recommend it to anybody. I think it's well written. It's written by Davey Reedon. It's developed by Crows.
Cross.
I think they made what was the other thing they made? I'm not going to remember it, but
Breath of the Wild.
they did not make Breath of the Wild.
Yes, he did.
But yeah, if you like kind of more meta humor about either games or storytelling or any sort of things like that, I think you'll enjoy it.
What I like it as I mean, I'm not that much of a gamer, I dabble in a little Farmville. I maybe some Animal Crossing, some Sims, but I'm not like an intense gamer. Could you recommend it to me?
No.
Yes, I mean, literally all you do is you walk around and you interact with
Yeah.
buttons. That
Okay.
is all Stanley knows how to do. And the rest of it is storytelling from the narrator. It is storytelling by your own choices. It's funny. It's thought provoking. The new content especially is hilarious. I think one of the big things that they've added onto the game is a lot more humor, which makes sense because Davey Reedon had just come off of a game called The Beginner's Guide, which was not a humor game. It is not a funny game. It is at some points, but it's mainly meant as a kind of exploration of a certain idea in a very serious tone. It makes sense that he wanted to make more. He wanted to write more of a funny game with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, which is basically the Stanley Parable 2. It's just part of the original game, which is kind of what the original Stanley Parable was it like re-releasing itself as a sequel to the mod, but it's also the same game. So it's kind of interesting that the sequel is taking a similar approach. But yeah, I enjoyed it a lot, and I think it's on consoles now too. If you don't want to play it on PC, you can play it on Switch, PlayStation,
Wow.
Xbox. It's on everything, which that's huge too for them. So
It's interesting because when the Stanley Parable first came out, it was kind of commentary on like games that like quote unquote let you make choices. There was kind of
Yes.
commentary on that, but the gaming scene has kind of shifted, so this one kind of commentates on different things, which is interesting. I found that interesting.
yeah, it's covering new ground because I mean it's been 2013. That's 9 years
500
ago.
years.
Yeah.
So that's in 9 years. There's a lot to talk about in terms of video games. And one thing they recommend you in the marketing of this game is to not look at any reviews. I also stand at that, but I also don't think you need to go into it entirely blind. Also because I've barely explained what it is. I just look into it, see if you like it. If you don't, that's fine. But I think a lot of people would.
Yeah.
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 All right.
No, I haven't played the Stanley Parable 2, but I've watched like almost all of it. Because I've officially become one of those people who watch people play games instead of playing them themselves.
That's fine.
I-
That is a completely valid thing to do.
I've become all the things that gamers hate. I'm 20.
Yeah.
Well-
I'm at a point in my life where I don't have time to play every game ever.
Yeah.
I can watch Jerma go the wrong direction and get mad at him now. But yeah, no. Even if you're not gonna play it, I do think Stanley Parable is definitely like worth like watching at least.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for coming, everybody.
No, we gotta do the questions.
Oh.
Can we
Oh,
not?
of course, we got to do questions.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I'm like,
oh.
we just take 2 or 3 questions at the end here. It's fine.
Does
Okay,
anybody have
alright.
questions?
I was already
Anybody?
out of my chair. Now I got to sit back down and.
Oh my
Ah.
god.
All right.
Oh, I got a good question for all of you
Yeah.
right now.
Okay, sure.
Is this real? I see this in like so many like Disney cartoons. Does this happen where when in the household when something is like going wrong or something, does dad walk to the dining room table and say like family meeting, and then everyone comes in and is like, oh, what's going on? Does that happen?
Are you
Is that
asking
a
if
routine
that
thing?
has happened to us or if that has
Yeah.
happened ever?
Like, does that happen to you? Does it happen to any of you?
No, never in my life.
Really?
Because my
don't
dad, and
think
he's not
so.
real.
Really?
No, I
Because
don't think so.
I was just thinking about this because I feel like that happens in so many cartoons.
It
I'm
does.
not-
You're
no,
right.
this is not-
and
I'm-
maybe
no,
it
I'm
happens
sa-
to some people, but
I'm-
it hasn't happened to me.
I'm not saying it's like something that should happen. I'm just saying, like, whenever I see that in a cartoon, I think like, is that really something? Because I feel like it's in so many. I think it was in like Gravity Falls. Remember that? I think it happened in Amphibia. And I was just
it
thinking, like,
definitely
you know,
happens in Amphibia all the time. Yeah.
yeah. Families don't communicate. Yeah, we just like
Well,
My
eat
family would
McDonald's
talk
in
about
front of
stuff at dinner, but it wasn't framed as like, okay, now we have to gather for the meeting. It was like we're eating dinner. It's like, okay, we should probably talk about this thing.
Yeah.
So then we would talk about
Uh-huh.
it. But
Yeah, I just wanted to know that. I just thought I'd ask. Here's a
and that's
question.
fine.
just like
We're open
Among
to
Us.
questions right now. So any questions in the chat?
I like this question.
Yeah.
That's what would be your favorite / ideal character to animate? A character whose rig is 2 joints and nothing else.
2 joints. So that would be you would have an arm. That's really all you have.
Yeah.
But ideal character to animate. I don't know. There's a lot of characters I've grown up wanting to
Like Hugh
at least
Neutron.
be involved. Yeah, like Hugh Neutron. Unironically, Hugh Neutron. Actually, I think that'd be fun. But,
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many like. The thing is, I could animate a lot of characters out there, like unofficially, because there's so many rigs on the internet that people have made of like Spider-Man or Sonic or like all these other characters that are really, really well made. I'm not like you know, putting any stink on that. I'm saying that, you know, if I could animate anybody in an official regard, I think animating Sonic could be cool. Like, I mean,
For Sonic
Prime's coming
Prime
out.
coming to Netflix?
We didn't even talk about Sonic Prime.
Oh shit! I wanted to
Did
say.
Did that news come out between?
Yeah, news
It
came
did.
out.
I don't
Sonic
think that's been
Prime,
discussed on the
different voice
podcast, but-
actors.
Really? Oh, I'm surprised. I guess I just assumed we already talked about that on like a different. I don't know. We'll do a Shadow the Hedgehog stream there.
Sure. Okay.
You
There you go.
can.
What is there to say about a 5-second clip? Excuse me. The animation style, Sonic, the style, the animation.
Got a new voice actor. You
got a
know,
new voice
there's a
He
lot to
collects
be said
rings.
there.
He collects
Um,
rings. I mean, he collects rings.
Animation looks good, but
Yeah.
yeah, I guess
Yeah.
officially either that or like Spider-Man. I mean, I'm a superhero aficionado. I love Spider-Man so much. So
Uh-huh.
in an official regard, it would be cool to do Spider-Man or like, other
Or his
superheroes, I
amazing
guess.
friends.
I'd really like to be able to like use a ring and like upgrade your character, I guess.
He does
Yeah.
collect rings.
That makes
It's
sense for you.
Canadian. Does that make Sonic a French tuber?
Yeah. No.
yeah.
Yes. No. Wait. I got X Naomi.
Okay.
Do you speak-
Naomi
do you
on the
think that would be-
CW. That
No.
got canceled.
You're telling me my friend got canceled
No, on
on
the
the
CW.
CW?
On the C.
On the
Uh,
CW, no less.
I know.
Sorry, this on the CW.
Yeah. In the do you think that Powerpuff Girl show is ever gonna happen?
No.
No.
I don't know. That's a whole can of worms.
Yeah. Yeah, Sonic collects rings in that thing.
Any
I don't
other
know, we'll-
questions?
Yeah. We'll
Any
take,
other questions?
take one or two more questions.
Family meeting.
No, we have
Family
time.
meeting.
2 more.
Yeah,
3
yeah,
more.
sure. A 3-hour episode.
No, that's not
Someone
happening.
asked favorite gay manga.
I haven't read enough to know.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I
all I
don't
can
think I
say
would
is probably I could only easily recommend like the Kira Kira manga done by like the twins, because like they just let people indulge in that.
I'm gonna say the Sonic movie 2 prequel comic about Agent Stone.
Okay, that's a good one.
My gay manga
yeah.
That's a
recommendation.
very good choice.
Yes.
Somebody is asking, what is your favorite dessert? I want to know all your favorite desserts right now.
Favorite dessert?
Ooh.
I'm
My
not much
favorite
of a dessert
dessert-
eater.
My favorite dessert is the cake from Lilo and Stitch that Stitch vomits out.
I love
Oh, they should
matcha
make that on
so-
Binging with Babish.
What about you, Rosa?
I like matcha, so like matcha based sweets are like my favorite.
Oh yeah.
You know what they
I
should
like
do?
churros.
Oh, I love
churros.
churros.
count.
I love
Oh
churros.
yes, I love churros. If I have like a few dollars in my pocket, I'll just grab it out on the street.
Anything
see churros at
cinnamon,
school.
I was gonna say I go gaga, but then I didn't want to talk about Lisa goes gaga. So
Niall goes
let's
gaga for
pretend I
cinnamon
didn't
stick.
say that.
Come on.
But no, I like
You can say that.
cinnamon stuff. So
Yeah. You know how, one of my idea for Binging with Babish episode? This is really funny. I think everyone's gonna like this.
Yeah.
okay. Let
Um,
me sit up in my chair. Okay.
I need to make like a graphic for this, but it'd be like Binging with Babish. And he makes the snowballs from the SpongeBob episode where they launch them into like Patrick's mouth.
Yeah.
I
So
think that'd be fun.
he makes snowballs.
Then he has to
Yes.
make them gourmet. So he like
Yeah.
he sources his water. He like
But I think
freezes
we
it
can do that a little
himself.
better.
Yeah. It'd be Patrick snowballs.
I know what I want to eat. I know what I want to eat from a cartoon. This is the new question. Also, my favorite dessert is milkshake. But my favorite thing from a cartoon I want to eat is in A Bug's Life, like that little like cracky area between like their village and like
You
the
want to
city.
eat Heimlich?
No, not Heimlich. Like the cracks in the ground. Like in that scene where like they're running from the bird, or like when he's going across the canyon, like the cracks in those grounds. I want to eat those.
You
What?
want to eat like the canyon baklava?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
No, go watch.
Can I see? I need to see a picture of that.
No, I don't know where to find a picture of like the Bug's Life Canyon.
The Bug's Life. You want to eat the cracks of the canyon?
Yeah, they look yummy.
It's not
So
even-
you don't want to eat the pieces. You want to eat the cracks.
Okay,
That's
no,
like
I want to eat
you want to eat the concept. It's like That's like, how do you eat a crack?
So you want to eat the pieces of the canyon as if it were a food.
Yeah, hold on. I found an image of it. Let me get it up
Okay.
here. Hold on. It's trying to save as a web piece, so I need to open another tab and then screenshot it.
Oh,
I love Google and modern internet also. This is a great image of Flick looking terrified, by the way. This is the best one I could find.
All right.
Just a bug. A little bug. All right.
Jeez.
Here it is. This is this ground like in this screenshot is what I want to eat.
okay. All right.
Let me see.
You see my baklava comparison with the layers.
Mhm,
She
mhm.
doesn't know what that is. She doesn't know what that is.
What do you think?
Sorry. I guess
Can you just
I
imagine
guess-
picking one of these up and taking a bite and it tastes delicious?
Yeah, sure.
I think it'd be like sort of like a chalky sort of like, but like in a good way, sort of like.
Oh, so you're
sweet.
saying it's got a crunch to it?
I think like a soft crunch where it's like very firm. It's not spongy. It's sort of like I don't know. Sponge.
Sponge.
Maybe sort of like
It's okay.
chocolate. Sort of a sponge. That's okay, sponge.
Good job, everyone.
Daddy's here. Okay, no, sorry. Shut up. Shut up. I was thinking of Finding Nemo. It's like a graham cracker. Oh my god. Why do you love graham crackers?
Oh yeah, look at Waluigi! Look! It's my bug life graham crackers, Waluigi. Oh, Wario! Look, they're special Heimlich, Flick, Buzz on Maggie, Ladybug.
What's on Maggie?
All my favorite characters from Bug's Life in graham cracker shapes.
why
it's
have I-
delicious! Oh, I love graham crackers.
Why have I been hunting rabbits when I could be eating graham crackers?
And yeah, check it out, Doc. They come in special Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, and Porky Pig shapes.
Someone
New graham
also-
crackers coming to Nintendo Switch.
Mario.
Someone. Let me just answer this question. Where'd the graham cracker joke come from?
Hold on.
That is
Uh,
a good
Let
question.
me explain. So I was streaming Mario Golf for Nintendo Switch. And I've confessed this on a stream I did recently in Mario Kart. I was getting really bored with that game. I didn't think it was very good.
Oh my god.
And I was very tired of playing the game, and I was bored, but I was almost done. And a bit way into the stream, I don't know what happened, but like Donkey Kong kept missing the ball. And then I very angrily asserted, "Oh, he's not getting any graham cracker." I was like role playing as Donkey Kong, like crying because he wasn't getting any graham crackers from Cranky because he was playing
As
golf
one
bad.
does.
He's like, "Oh, I'm going to get graham crackers for Cranky." And the graham crackers never left my mind. So for at least an hour of that stream, I started role playing as Wario and Waluigi, talking to each other about getting graham crackers shaped like their favorite characters. So it was like, Waluigi, look, it's special, amazing world of Gumball graham crackers shaped like all my favorite character, like Gumball, Darwin, Anais, Richard, Nicole, and all of Gumball characters. And then it went on for like an hour.
When you were a kid, would your parents give you graham crackers as a reward?
No.
Is it rooted in that?
No,
Okay.
I'm just
We're just gonna psychoanalyze Ryan real quick.
Yeah. I mean, ever since
sorry, there's
all
no
that glitters incident.
there's no SpongeBob ending climax in this one.
Okay. I like Clown Kiwi in the chat saying, "I wish I knew the layers to this joke," followed immediately by just being baffled, just immediate regret.
Yeah.
Oh look,
That's how our
yeah.
bits goes.
look, it's special Owl House graham crackers. And look, the hootie one is extra long, Wario.
Over there, Mac. It's graham crackers of all your favorite Looney Tunes characters.
Mario.
Mario.
That's a wrap, folks.
Is that it? Is this where we end?
I
No,
don't know.
wait,
I don't know.
there's-
I
Yeah,
want to take another
it's-
good. I want to take a question
And
that everyone
now
can answer.
the end of the
Special sing
and
shaped
so
graham
I
crackers.
face the final curtain.
Oh look, it's shaped like Mike, koala, pig.
Mike, Koala pig.
I don't know any other names besides Mike.
Mike.
What would your ideal character-themed graham cracker be?
I don't think
gotta be
anybody
Mike
has
from
questions.
Sing.
Oh, look, it's the pretty car graham cracker.
You know, Rose, I don't know if you were there for the original stream, but that was one of the ones we did.
I know that was the reference.
And I'd start just listing every single cure from every single series in the Wario voice, and it killed me.
Cure white.
Oh, look, what are we
Cure yum
eating?
yum.
It's special graham crackers based on our flag means death. Waluigi, the special Goose Taiko Watiti graham crackers.
Taika Waititi. Graham cracker.
This is the worst joke of all time. I think.
You know, Korg's kind of a graham cracker.
I think the saddest thing about this joke is how much it's persisted. Like,
Yeah, it's been like a whole year.
this joke has been around for almost a year now. Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of a
Yeah.
whole year, there's something behind the scenes we haven't really mentioned. I've been meaning to bring this up for months.
Okay.
It's just something I want people to know about, I guess. I feel like I'm tired of hiding in the shadows, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
The Discord for Ready to Start Cast, where we add like guests too.
Oh yeah.
It's been Christmas themed since March of last year.
I didn't want to say
And?
anything.
And no, I just love I kinda like how like I don't think anyone who's been on the show has ever mentioned that to us.
No.
Or, like questioned that whatsoever. I almost feel like Ryan did it like that, so like people would point it out, but I don't think anybody has ever like noticed. Our official Discord is called like Ready to
Yeah,
Start
because-
Cast Christmas Special.
Let me get an image of it, like with a profile and
I
name.
mean, I definitely noticed. I just sort of chalked it up to a general air of like unprofessionalism that I experienced when I joined.
You could see the icon and name Christmas. So I don't remember what episode this. I think this is when we get Salty DK Dan on.
Gary, there I am.
Everyone,
God.
everyone was taking too long to like show up when I got really sad and lonely. So I just changed everything to be Christmas themed, and I haven't changed it back ever.
Is that Zavok up there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
What's your problem?
Foolish Neocast.
Zavok?
Chaos? Metal?
I love that line. Zavok. That's the first time like his name has been said out loud in
I
Sonic media.
I feel like the server icons I have on here really just say so much. There's Zavok, Skipper, Mario Monkey, and Rainbow Dash with red text next to her.
You want to know what the text says?
What does it say?
It talks about how like, I'm tired of people saying I'm a lesbian just because I
it's
have
that.
rainbow hair.
Right.
Is that
Yes.
iconic meme?
Yes, yes.
Just because I have rainbow hair and pronouns. Speaking of Rainbow Dash, she's going to be in Sonic Prime.
Shut the hell up.
What?
Are you,
sorry,
are you
Steve.
asking if Rainbow Dash will be in Sonic Prime?
No,
or who
I'm
is-
saying that her voice actress is in Sonic Prime.
No, she's
Oh,
gonna
that's
be in,
neat.
she's
I
gonna
didn't
be
know
in
that.
Chippendale.
She's
Do
going to
we
be in
know who
Chippendale.
she's playing?
People think it's going to be Tails.
Yeah, it sounds like she's gonna be playing Tails
Oh,
probably.
really? I wonder if they're changing the whole cast for that.
Yeah, it's like a Canada thing. They have to
Yeah.
hire Canadian
That
actors.
makes sense.
There was speculation Mike Pollock might be coming back, but it sounds like he's not for this.
Yeah, so it's going to be
Mhm.
interesting. They don't usually. It's been a while since we've had a Eggman voice that was different.
It's gonna be weird for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the last time it happened was like in like a cartoon. It was like Sonic Underground.
Yeah, it's been. Speaking of Sonic Underground, though,
Oh my God.
Knuckles' voice actor from that show, Brian Drummond, not Ryan Drummond, Brian Drummond, is set to be in the show, and we
That's
don't,
true.
and we don't know who he's voicing. But can you imagine if he was voicing Knuckles again after all this time?
I can
be
imagine the
crazy.
casting director
Great.
just like,
I'd be down for it. Why
this
not?
one's for the fans.
I remember
Let's go.
someone doing the joke say like, "Oh, I am Brian Drummond," and it's like a picture of Ryan Drummond with like a mustache.
Yeah. You know Ryan
Uh.
Drummond played Shadow?
We
Did
don't
you
know
know-
that.
I found this out.
Know. What
I
do you
found
mean you
this out.
found this out.
Because it was something I didn't know, and I discovered this information.
Okay.
Ryan Drummond, he was the voice of Sonic in Sonic Adventure 1 and 2
Hmm.
and others. And for some reason, in like the final boss fight, I guess there were some extra lines where they realized like, oh, we didn't record these with bless you,
Bless
sorry.
you so much, Niall. Bless you.
All right.
They I guess there were some lines that they forgot to record with Shadow's voice actor, so they just had Ryan Drummond do them, and they're in the final
Really?
boss.
Wow.
I just found out about this, and I don't know, it was just really interesting to me. I guess. Oh, there's some trivia for you. Go walk home. So tell it to your mother.
There's some trivia. You know, we talked about Sonic Prime after all.
We did it.
We did.
I want to
We did
say
have something to
before we wrap up real quick. I'd like to give a moment for every single person who voices Sonic and also has a Twitter account.
Yeah.
I feel like the fact that Roger Craig Smith has only snapped a little is a miracle. And to be fair, he's kind of earned any single like minor snap he's had, because I think Sonic fans maybe sometimes have no personal boundaries or have no idea how to interact with people online. But that's all I'll say about that. I feel for anyone who voices the characters in this franchise.
Yeah. The next Sonic movie, they should have all like 10 living Sonic voice actors in one scene together. I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I think that'd be epic. They'd be like at a bar or something, and then like the big reveal out of frame would be Jaleel White like walking into the scene. I think they should do that.
All right. Well, do we have anything we want to say before we wrap up tonight? I'll leave you guys.
I don't know. I mean, I don't really have anything to plug. I mean, I could plug Ruby, but if you like it, maybe check it out. I don't know. Not for everybody. That's okay. But I like it. It would be
I like
so awesome.
Ruby. I like the scene where she's being interrogated.
Where Ruby eats the cookies.
There's a plate of cookies in front.
Oh yeah, that happens in the show proper. Why was I saying that was just a Ruby chibi? That's actually like a scene. I don't even know the show I work on. What am I talking about?
Yeah, she loves you. Animated that scene. She loves cookies.
You wrote it into the script when you made the show.
I did not make the show. I didn't make anything except I made some animation for it, and will continue to be making animation for the foreseeable
You know which
future.
episode? Do you have any idea?
About what episodes I've done?
Yeah.
Yes, I have. I'm not gonna talk about it here. I'm not.
Why not? What episode should we all
don't have any
watch?
time. Donkey's on screen.
That's play
Does
movie
Amy
you're
one
talking
and
about.
Ruby kiss?
Yeah, a couple people do.
When they kiss, do the people in the mocap suits have to kiss too?
No, I don't think so.
Have you ever put one
I've done
of those
mocap before, but
You have?
know, yeah, I have.
Yes. They make you wear little balls, right?
Yeah, the whole.
I wish that could be me.
Anyway.
Yeah.
And
Why did they? Who taught,
the end is
who taught
near,
Nintendo what Fresh
and
Precure
so I
was?
Oh, come on.
face the final curtain. My
I gotta ask.
eyes.
Who taught Nintendo what Fresh Precure was? Don't do that.
I'll do it
He watches the
show.
So what is a mouse? What has he got?
If not himself, then he is not. Let the record show. I did it all, and I did it my